With more jackpots hitting every hour, FanDuel.
I am back with the fizzy water. Yeah, you gotta do your ads.
Forget them.
Can't forget them. Yeah, it's another one of these series where it's like I see a lot of faces that I recognize vaguely from somewhere else, but I don't know who they are.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's driving me nuts the entire time.
No, that's understandable. That's me with everything because I have like actor blindness, and every once in a while
Yeah.
I'll be like, I know this guy.
hmm
I know this.
But everyone was very
Their
good.
name? Question mark?
Question mark? Hello, PHP Myth.
Hello. Everyone. Everyone.
I was just telling Nico about a show that I just finished right before stream that I'm recommending everyone that will hear it. If you haven't seen The Residents, watch The Residents. It's really good.
Thank you, Amelia. I did it though. I did it. I did it. I did the ads.
You did
Okay.
it. You did the ads. You did it. Lovely.
So this is actually, I suppose, a question mark.
Mm.
Because I didn't actually look into whether or not I need to start an entire new run or if I can just fuck around with the timeline.
Yeah. hmm
Because I get the vibe that I should just be able to fuck around in the timeline.
It felt that way looking at the
Yeah,
menu.
because you
Yeah.
can like mess around in the chapters.
hmm
So time god with the time knife. Yeah, there was definitely some time knife.
Yeah. Time knife involved.
Let me investigate.
Time knife indeed involved.
We stabbed everyone. We stabbed
Everybody.
everyone
Every
with the time
single
knife.
person. Everyone.
Let's see. Well, because like my concern is that considering this is a slightly older game,
Yeah.
that if I hit new game, it will eat everything, and that the
True.
intention is to just fuck around in the timeline.
That's fair. That's extremely fair. Yeah.
Uh,
Might be a good idea to do that. Yeah. And just then kind of see what changes, which makes sense. Like we have played, you have played, and I watched this game pretty like it's not been a long time, so fucking around in the timeline, we're not gonna like miss necessarily like, oh no, I don't remember the
yeah.
beginning. It is not like Alan Wake where there was many months in between.
Okay, so it looks like starting a new game is in fact a fully new game, so the intention is just to dig around in the
Fuck around in
timeline.
the timeline.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
cool.
I think yeah, I think that the intention is to just dig around.
Nice.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm
Remedy
gonna
respecting your time. Lovely.
yeah. Thanks, Remedy. Okay, so I'm missing a document here. I'm tempted to at least do the ones where I'm missing documents. I don't super care about the Cronin sources. Like, if I'm missing Cronin
hmm
source, that's not going to be
Yeah.
I would like all the documents though.
We just
And
want
then,
some privacy
of
to
course,
invade.
these guys.
Yeah, the choices.
Those I think are the important ones.
Yeah.
And then we'll see how much changes. That's a Cronin source. So I'm gonna
hmm
okay. Let's do. You know, I'm missing a document in here, and there's like nothing to change, so it has to be one that I just dead ass missed.
Yeah. It
It's
was the
a,
beginning of the game, so it makes
yeah, it
sense.
looks like I missed it. It's like it's something like way in the beginning where the protests are.
Yeah, makes sense. Really? Okay, you're not for me. Not anymore. The ad says no, you cannot listen to yourself.
Yeah, fuck you. It says
Audio checking.
Let's
OBS is such a fucking mystery for
Yeah.
me.
The OBS is just like, just adjust stuff until it's accurate, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think that adjustment made.
We need
So I
to
think
wait
I'm
the
good.
30 seconds for people to see
Yeah.
if it works.
It'll
Quick,
be fine.
Niko, babble at the chat.
Ah! Quick! Hold on. So, let me see, was there any way that I missed, like, a whole ass... I get the feeling that our second run is going to be mostly watching TV. I will not lie.
Yeah.
I suspect that is
Yeah.
the case.
I'm fine with that.
We will be mostly watching TV.
I am a-okay with watching TV.
So I think if I go here and change it, I'm actually not sure if it will create like branches or if it will lock me into like the run from the earliest time. Whatever. Let's find out. Test.
God, I had a stupid thought of just like,
all checkpoints.
oh,
Okay, so it is what we think.
oh wow,
All right.
okay,
Hold on. Is that true?
alrighty.
Is that only true of junctions? If I go here, no, I can just replay that as well.
Yeah, I would imagine. Yeah, it makes sense as the junctions if you're gonna change it.
because
Yeah,
the junctions are where the like timeline, like the whole
Yeah.
last timeline changes. So I assume starting here
So it's gonna be a pseudo
is
replay
where
of like.
the new run
Yeah.
starts. For sure.
Yeah,
All right, that's fine. Let's go.
understandable. God, I had a random thought because like remember how like I got blindsided by seeing the actor for Door in fucking Doctor Who, right? And I'm just like, most of Remedy's actors are Finnish, right?
Yes,
That
seems to be the case.
And now I can't help but wonder, is
My
he
name is
Finnish or
Paul
is he
Serene.
British?
Who knows?
And I
founded
don't know his
Monarch
actual name,
Solutions
so I
17
don't
years
know
ago
how to
with
look
a
for it.
very clear purpose.
I guess I could look for his roles.
There are those who would question my actions.
Right, I forgot I have cursed sound.
I'm recording
I
this
forgot
as
about
a
that.
Yeah,
final statement
curse
of
sound.
I need to set up
vindication,
to
testimony
read
of
the
how
subtitle.
things came to be.
Question mark on why that's the case.
Yeah. Who
I've
knows?
always been devoted
All
to
I
my
know
mission.
is that you're playing a video game and I'm reading a visual
Never
novel.
deterred from my goal, no matter the sacrifice. Because I've seen where this leads. I've seen where it all ends.
It does give me a good appreciation for the music though, because that mostly what I hear is the music.
We have a problem. No word from Jack Joyce's transport. It should have arrived here by now. We may have a traitor on the inside. You're due for your treatment. I'll find who's behind this.
Find Jack. That's our priority. Get your best man on it.
There's more. As you know, Jack's level of interference led to unexpected complications. Witnesses from the university were transported here. You need to take a look.
Hopefully we can save the Terminator this time. I think we're gonna fight him.
Yeah,
this
I think
We can't
time.
afford any further obstacles at this
we
stage of
are
the
the
plan.
ones who killed the Terminator this time.
Now, I
I
see
don't
two
think he
options.
lives. I think he just
We could use
how
force,
he dies.
remove any loose ends.
Yeah.
But if those witnesses
designer.
disappear,
The public will start asking questions,
All clear, sir.
potentially turn on Monarch.
Oh, we're killing Amy this
alternatively, I could
Yeah.
mount a broad PR
Doing
strategy to
Serene.
get the city on our side.
time. I'm very
But that
curious
leaves
as
us
to
with
what that
The
does.
loose ends.
Precisely. The choice is yours, but keep in mind, the men will view your decision as a unified strategy moving forward.
It's very funny to have no sound and then all of a sudden I just have Hatch in my ear. I'm just like whispering sweet nothings. I'm just like, whoa.
You got a lot to
What the fuck?
say.
Sir,
Who is this?
Amy Ferrero.
Hi, Liam.
She's one of the witnesses. Awaiting your orders on how to proceed.
Oh boys.
My powers grew stronger, even as the Chronon syndrome worsened. I could choose a path that would become the actual future.
It's
But it
time
wasn't
to
optional.
choose.
The moment wouldn't end until I made up my mind.
It's time to choose. I believe this was Murder Amy.
Any potential threats to our plan need to be erased.
Wait!
Monarch would take a hardline approach. Crush all obstacles, eliminate all witnesses. It would be harsh. But I had
Oh,
made
maybe
hard
Amy doesn't
choices
die,
for the
actually.
greater
I
good
wonder.
before.
I dug through the area and I found everything I could on your bro. This is messed up, man.
Huh?
I trusted Monarch.
Who's Nick?
But the people
Yeah,
of
who's
Riverport
Nick?
would turn against us.
Who are you?
Who are you?
Who's Nick?
Our secrets would be safe, but the public would hate us, and Jack would gain new allies.
Monarch's got no authority to stop you, and you tell that to everybody on that bridge.
I don't know,
Oh,
because
it's
we
gonna
didn't
get way
watch
more
the
brutal.
preview for this one, because we didn't realize that was
Yeah.
a thing that would happen.
Yeah. Oh boy. Well, once more
Yeah.
into the breach, they say.
Let's watch the preview for this
Initialize
one.
a PR
just-
campaign.
That's true. We haven't watched that either.
I think
And
that's
that
the deal.
violence was because of Jack Joyce.
Monarch would take a PR-friendly approach and manipulate the public into siding with us. Our lies would give us control.
The manhunt continues as authorities search for Jack Joyce.
Hey, somebody's sneaking around down there. Hey, I think that's Jack Joyce.
We'd use the media to expose, then hunt for Jack.
I uploaded all the files I stole on that USB stick from the Monarch security station.
But
Do you
the
think people
eyewitnesses
in
would be
real
out there,
life,
and Jack would learn our
like
secrets.
say, it's that guy, and call them by their full name? Or
I
do you
don't
they
think
just
so.
Go,
I
do
think
you
they
think
just
they-
go,
I think
ah,
they just
shit.
go, it's the guy,
Yeah.
it's the fucking,
It's the
the
guy.
from the news.
He's
Yeah.
over there.
I don't think they remember the
I don't
name.
think I've ever, like,
Potential
called
threats
out
to our
anyone
plan
by
need to be
their
erased.
full name
Yeah.
in my life.
Monarch would take a hardline approach.
It's the
Crush
fucking,
all
it's the
obstacles,
terrorist
eliminate-
guy from the news.
Onwards. Time to find out who Nick is, I guess.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is Nick? It's
We're
the
taking
whole
the
ass
hard
asshole
line.
we've never seen.
Any potential threats to our plan need to be erased.
Take her and the others to the Ground Zero operation.
So I think this gets the
Make it quick.
protesters in general more
Painless.
involved instead of it just being Amy.
It seems like it.
Because Amy's
Yeah.
role kind of dissipates the protests entirely.
Very
If
true.
you
Well, they
don't-
quell the protests with the PR, so.
Yeah. Because, like, the girl basically running the protests,
There's no other way out.
like,
Going through the machine.
Oh, wait. No.
essentially sides with Monarch,
This way.
so the protests lose steam.
Mhm. It makes sense.
I use my power to guide us, to decide how to best prepare for the inevitable end of time. That gives the chosen few a chance to survive. I've seen the end of time.
Good job, Paul.
You know, I realized a very clever thing that they do. They obey their own cosmology and the way the time loop works down to their cinematography.
Yeah.
We never see the end of the world because if we did, it would be set in stone.
Yep. Yeah, even we
that's
don't get
really
to see the
cool.
stuff that, like, changes.
Yeah.
If it is
Exactly.
subject to change, even, like, we, the player, do not get to see it.
You not get to see it, and I think that's really cool.
Alright, everyone buckle in, we're watching TV.
We are watching TV. Only 24%.
Yeah, nobody wanted to kill Amy, which, like,
No, everyone was like,
reasonable.
"Oh man,
She's just like a
Very
little sad,
reasonable.
she's just like a lady.
she's just like a sad protester."
She's a protester trying to keep a
Time's
a
up.
weird ass fucking corporation out of her town.
What do you want?
Names, witnesses, anyone who might implicate Monarch.
They didn't just fucking... They beat her up.
Oh,
Jesus.
See those two men on either side of you? Well, I'm going to stand. I'm going to leave. And the one on your right is going to shoot you in the head.
Fuck you.
Yeah,
I mean, that really doesn't incentivize her to help you out if she knows you're just gonna kill her either way.
Yeah.
Hey, Liam's concerned eyebrows are back.
Yeah.
That was really the problem. There was too much concern in his eyebrows. That's why he wasn't so on the lifeboat.
Wait!
Yep, double tap. Fair enough.
Ah, that's the guy who gets fucking murdered in front of an entire hospital.
Oh yeah, it's that guy. Yeah,
That's
yeah, we
him.
get to see more of him this time. The guy that's a little bit too much into his job.
Sorry, guy. You don't make it out of this one. Oh, there they go.
Oh wow, okay, yeah, there they go.
Curious about his eye drops, if anyone even knows he has those.
Yeah, it probably helps him stabilize himself, I would
Yeah,
imagine.
I guess that has to be the case.
Walk with me.
But like nobody else seems
Your work's
to
been
know that
outdone.
he's
We just
like
lost
a
communication
common
with Jet Joyce's
monster.
transport.
Yeah.
Knowing how isn't important. You just need to.
Well, I guess
find
at that point, he has access to
One
everything
kind is working
Serene
on
has
location.
access to, right? So he probably...
Oh yeah,
would
that's
just-
true. But if he like, if it's his eye drops
Something's
seem a
wrong.
lot,
tamer than
Yeah.
what Serene is having.
a lot easier to deal with.
It was sloppy.
Have all your operations gone smoothly? Go home, Liam. Wait for the call. I'm sure your wife misses you.
You always love when your boss fucking tells you about your private life.
Yeah.
I feel like every time it's one of those, like, I know I shouldn't have told you that, and I shouldn't have told you that. I shouldn't have told you that I know anyone
City Hall
outside of this
servers are on a
job.
different platform
Right.
than the rest of the report because they have all these government contractors who need
Even in
two-way
normal
access.
situations,
That
I
means weaknesses.
hate it
So,
when my boss knows
we have-
about
huh?
anything
Yeah.
about my private
Or
life.
what?
Weaknesses, you said.
Shut the fuck up, Bernard. Now, all we have to do is identify
It's,
as a
look
client
how
with
it
previous
is.
access, maneuver our way through all the holes
It's
poked in
Charlie.
the firewall, and assuming all these ports are just left open, then
It
all we have
him.
to do is use protocol
It him.
numbers and just move our way up.
I wonder
Simple?
if we're gonna see him in other
Like
Come
as
on.
much.
in other Remedy activity.
Oh.
Considering how Remedy likes to
Come on.
keep their guys.
They reused a lot of their actors, which is good. I genuinely like a bit of loyalty in regards to that. I think it's
Computers
good.
at headquarters, I mean, hell, I could hijack police scanners and put out an APB on your mom. What the fuck is that? What is that?
Coffee?
Yeah, I know, it's coffee. What the fuck is it doing on my desk, Brenner? Have you ever seen one of these?
Do
You
they
know
have
what it is?
personalized coffee cups?
Coaster. Yeah, do they have these in Idaho?
I think they have
Whatever.
the companies.
Now,
No,
Oh,
his
right,
his
fucking
name is
cup
on it.
says Brenner
Oh
on
my
it.
know you
god,
that
that's
makes me sad for
that's
you.
dystopian.
All we do now
They
is
have
draft an email
personalized
letting him know that
company
Monarch is
coffee
operating their
cups.
private security forces, which of course he's gonna take because at this point, without him knowing, we
That's
tied both his hands
terrible.
behind his
I
back when he
hate
wasn't
that.
looking. And that, Brenner, is how you take Riverport under Monarch control.
It's fucking awesome.
Shit.
You're in a really weird time, Charlie.
Come on, answer the phone to the
Mr.
scary
Hatch,
man.
perfect timing. I was just
Winca, where are we with Joyce?
Joyce, yeah, I've got the cameras. I just need to find a locale.
Keep an eye on it. And when you find him, contact Burke directly. I think we have a traitor in our midst.
Traitor. Hello? Well, let you go, Mr. Hatch. Thank you.
Was that Martin Hatch?
Pretend that he didn't hang up on you. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of my office.
I didn't get hung up on. I'm not a loser.
I'm highly
you know.
respected in this company, says Charlie.
Yeah, yeah.
Fuck. Give me something. Come on, Joyce.
Oh yeah, that's how, when we get to know that he doesn't tell his wife what he's actually doing.
Yeah, that he's like a fucking mercenary for
He's a fucking murderer.
a tech company? Question mark.
Yeah.
Things have been really bad at work. I'm sorry.
I dreamt you were a cat.
That makes sense.
A cat.
Mm-hmm. With these big furry bear paws. Way too big for your body. It was a strange creature. But I knew it was you.
I have to get back to work soon.
Okay.
You work more than any field manager in the history of field managers.
Oh, that's what she thinks he is. Oh god. I mean, I guess he is a field manager.
Yeah,
right?
technically.
In 2 days.
Oh, in 2 days. Jesus Christ. I mean, I guess that makes sense with the whole crisis and shit.
Your mom's being difficult.
Oh, I'm
She's
being difficult, huh?
She's being very difficult. What happened? What?
I don't think that's the baby. Okay. You would.
Close your eyes.
Oh, Emilio says, checked as far as I could tell, Marshall Ullman, the person who played Charlie, hasn't participated in anything else.
Okay, go.
Interesting. I guess, you know, we haven't seen her, we haven't seen Liam.
That's true.
Many people
Got a
have not
lead on
necessarily
Joyce.
made the jump,
I was able to track his transpo to a warehouse on Burgundy and
which
Wilkins.
is fair.
Inside ground zero perimeter.
And probably depends a lot
Sending you
on
the coordinates now.
scheduling and stuff like that. They're actors, they probably have other gigs. Technically, and why is he supposed to tell her that I work as a hitman for a large tech company's private military on their converted war memorial secret base? I feel like that's how your spouse doesn't believe you. Like, you know, like literally, like you could just tell her the truth, and then she's like, "Okay, what's your actual job?"
Could boil over at any moment. Riverport police are asking that citizens stay clear of the area and the
It's too late, babe.
Correct. Yeah. You know, I know myself, and I know that if that's my fate, I would literally be like, well, no school today.
Yeah, like I think I'm done.
I would not run after the bus.
No.
Fuck that. In fact, I have never run after the bus. I let the bus go away.
We reached out personally to Monarch
And then usually I look at the time, and depending on when's the next bus, I will either wait for the next bus, or I will be like, that will have me way too late anyway, and I'll get in trouble anyway, so fuck it, no school today.
May as well not bother, I suppose.
headquarters
Man, not
demanding
further.
answers. Our thoughts are with the families of Amy Ferraro and all others who are missing at this time. More on this story as it develops.
Hold.
And that even got worse in university,
Jack.
because in university they don't give a shit if you attend or not,
Tonight
so...
at the island. He'll be there, and he'll want revenge. I need him stopped now.
I think our focus may be somewhat misguided here.
Your fifth column traitor?
You shouldn't take it so lightly. Joyce got lucky. He escaped. He's gone. He wouldn't be foolish enough to come back. Our only vulnerability is within, Paul. You should see that.
Telling me what I've already seen.
You're not thinking clearly. You need your treatment.
You've been the face of Monarch for all these years, Martin. But let's get clear on something. This is still my ship.
And I simply don't want to see you go down with it.
Just find him.
It is interesting, I find, how, regardless of why you do a thing, if you end up leading people, ego will become a problem eventually.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of inevitable.
Premature demolition of the university library. Monarch Solutions is lending a hand in this investigation. I want to encourage the people of Riverport to offer them every assistance in finding those responsible.
It's her.
Bacon and egg sandwiches?
Thanks.
A government bill to crack down on laboratory experiments on animals is expected to become law today.
Yeah, shit's going bad.
Over in the lab at the university.
They are rioting.
Someone solved the equation. Huh?
I've just received word that Monarch security forces have teamed up with local police to hopefully keep the people of Riverport safe as this very unsettling story continues to unfold.
Oh, student riots. Oh, damn. I don't know in America, but in France, the government is terrified of students rioting.
Hey, you don't have security clearance being here.
I think everyone
Security clearance.
Access
terrified of students
I thought you might have
rioting.
been up all night. So.
But we don't get
You didn't
riots
get
like
to
you
raid time,
guys.
did you?
That shouldn't be.
Oh, well, you mean that you don't get the yellow jackets raiding Paris every Saturday?
It's cool, they're new.
God, those were the fucking days,
Fiona
man.
Miller.
Every week, just like Paris on fire,
Terminated.
like new shit is just like.
You're fired.
God.
So what's the
COVID really
411?
fucked that
What the
up.
hell's going on out there?
411.
Yeah, the 411.
Many such cases.
It's like obviously I
everything's
couldn't
fine.
condone everything that the Yellow Jacket did, right?
Everything's
because
fine.
that's the
Everything's
problem when
fine.
like the riot starts. There's some violence.
was a
that's
shooting
just
at
like,
the
fuck,
university
man,
last
like don't
night.
fucking do
Nothing I
that.
couldn't handle.
Those people didn't deserve that.
Alright.
But like in the
You think they're
grand
gonna
scheme of
cancel the
things,
party
like I
tonight?
started to believe
Are you
in it like a
kidding?
little
No way.
bit, you know.
Cash
Like
knows
the
what's
government
going on.
was actually shaking in their
gonna
fucking
go?
boots at that point.
To a party?
Maybe,
Me? Go to a
maybe
party.
you can burn down an empty target.
I don't know.
We can roll
Yeah.
together if you want.
It's just like, oh my god, are we actually doing it again? Are we doing the? Are we revolting? Are we?
Okay.
Is that what's happening?
God, I hope
But then
so.
fucking
All right,
COVID
I'll go.
happens, and it breaks everything
Okay, buddy.
down. It's like, god damn it.
What are you gonna wear?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'll go naked.
Nice, I like that. I gotta get back to my desk, so see you tonight.
Yeah. I'll see you tonight.
Yep.
Buddy. Buddy.
You stole Brenner's cup. You chased him out of your office, and now you just have Brenner's cup in your fucking house all like forever.
What if? Okay, so dumb stupid thing. What if, right? What if all the cups of coffee have Brenner's name on it? What if it's just a fucked up coincidence?
Imagine.
Emilio says, looked for some of the other actors. It seems like besides Sean, who played Jack, and Courtney, who played Beth, are the only ones, I suppose, to make it to other Remedy stuff.
Liam, this isn't what it looks like.
Suppose we shall see.
God, she is way more redhead in the real than in the video game.
Oh yeah.
Step away, right now. Drop the gun.
I can't do that.
You've 3 seconds till I pull.
I have better reflexes.
And you're a marksman for shit.
No.
Lamau!
No!
Sorry.
Oh, you didn't play that
He's
one
gone.
actually this time.
Do you see what's happening?
The stutters.
More and more.
Imagine Jack, who has no fucking idea what's going on, just sees these two aiming guns at each other, and he's like, well, okay.
And Joyce could be the key.
Well, you did that, I think. Like the first time, no? You got out of the car and you took their guns yourself, right?
Of life, as we know it, the entire universe, gone.
No, because they just put him in the car, and then you
Monarch
start the next. You start after this.
Okay, yeah. I guess I'm
There's
just.
this thing.
I did do an amount of gun
And it can
stealing.
save us, at least some of us.
Hands on your head.
Because in the first chapter, when the stutters first start, you can just take.
That's what. Okay, yeah, no, I linked the two because that was my comment the first time. I'm like, oh yeah, of course he did.
On your knees.
Yeah, obviously.
Right.
They take me in, then it's the end for me.
I mean, what else would you do?
And for you.
Now.
Just do what he says.
Do not let them take us. We'll never find the lifeboat. Think about Emily.
Just relax.
Liam,
I don't even know what the lifeboat is.
Yeah.
This lifeboat protocol. What is it?
I don't know. But Dr. Kim was at the center of it.
Dr. Kim?
If you can get into his lab.
It's impossible. It's been closed up since he disappeared.
Do you know anyone who could get you in?
Come on, guys.
Our glorified locksmith, Charlie.
Yep.
29 down. 40 more to go. And more.
That is a McFucking burger.
Huge.
Gross.
That is a
disgusting.
Gigantic egg sandwich, dude.
That's an egg sandwich.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Liam Burke.
Is this a game or a movie? I can't tell. It's kind of both. It's got a TV show in it.
Love this.
Mhm.
Oh, shit.
Mixed media. Remedy love that shit. I love that the visuals of the computers I actually recognize. It's not some bullshit CG computer. It's like the actual fucking Windows interface that's happening on there.
Yeah.
I kind of love that.
Gotcha.
Monarch employees, the food trucks will be parked outside till 2:30.
Oh, it's time to see the Terminator terminate.
Charlie,
There you go.
I need a favor.
Yeah.
Could we talk somewhere private?
I'd really rather not.
In your office would be good. It'll be really quick.
Yeah.
Sorry, Charlie.
Sorry, Charlie. I'm going to.
What happened with Joyce?
Yeah.
There's nothing there.
Huh? There's nothing there?
God.
Like he just wasn't there? Like, or what?
No, Hatch, he reassigned me. He wants me.
It's like, what the fuck do you do with a guy that's like twice your size and like twice as large as you? Just tells you, no, we're gonna talk in your
Yeah,
office.
we're gonna talk in your office, buddy.
It's like, what the
Sure,
fuck
let
do
me
you
see
do?
what I can do.
Known scariest man in this entire office building is like, hey
Yeah.
man, we're gonna talk.
You know, it's really
Yeah.
funny that you
I need
said,
I need a favor.
That lead on Joyce was no good because, I don't know, it sure looks like he was there. And that other guy kind of looks like you, but that's weird because you work for Monarch and that guy clearly does not work for Monarch.
See, that's not the move I would have done, for
can see
example,
that.
right? I would not have showed the man.
Yeah, no.
Security alert out on your ass. You got about 20 seconds.
You're bluffing.
Hey, you're welcome to stick around and try to find out.
You know what I'm gonna do to you.
I have a pretty good idea what Monarch's gonna do to you. In about 15, 14.
Which I guess like he's doing
12,
as good a job as he
11,
can past that
10.
one fuck up of showing
Good
him
luck,
what the
buddy.
fuck
Yeah.
is happening.
9, 8.
I don't know what he thought he was gonna get out of that one.
We need
I
all
don't
points converged on Liam Burke. He's armed and dangerous.
I would probably have just heard his favor,
Listen up,
done
he's on
what he
level
wanted
B,
me to do,
near the
and then
main
report if
overpass.
I was
Yeah.
dead set on
Just a reminder, Monarch
fucking reporting him.
get your
Maybe
first
it's just
shot
like
at
let him leave not wanting to murder me.
Yeah, yep. The people working there just like, where the fuck
Yeah.
were they?
These are just like fucking secretaries and office workers and shit.
He's not invincible. He's not a fucking superhero. Brenner, I'm dealing with it. Yeah, I know. He's in the building. Yeah.
Thanks, Brenner.
Thanks, Brenner.
Give Brenner his coffee cup back, really.
You know, see, there's the same problem as we were talking like later on of this, like the main problem of all these guys that they all go, yeah, I can take him. I got this. No, just shoot him.
I can definitely fight Liam Burke.
I can find Liam Burke, the scariest fucking guy on the block. Again, I'm willing to bet that was part of the trading, right? It was like, any of you guys can take me, okay? Like any of you guys. Just like, you're the best. Remember, always remember, you're the fucking best, okay? Like just like really gas them up, just in case, right? If you ever had to face me, you don't need your gun. You can just take me with your fist.
Yeah,
Remember that. Always
just
remember
fight
that.
me.
I'm just a little guy. he says.
Okay, he said he's south on Eastman. Phantom team, he's headed to you. He's flying. Look out.
Copy.
Cut him off. Go.
You got this.
God, honestly, with the amount of like painted trucks and shit, like Microsoft budget did come in clutch for that shit. Jeez.
Yeah.
Get me alongside him.
Guild inside and chat. Yeah, I could total 1v1 or drop out of the super soldier program.
Yeah. Why
See,
not?
weirdly enough, I would believe that from the super soldier guys, because then you tell yourself, right? Well, he's a dropout, so he's not good as me. Right?
Yeah, like he didn't get the suit. He didn't get to be on the lifeboat, so obviously I'm more qualified than him.
Yeah, I'm more
But
qualified than him.
The only reason he's not allowed on the lifeboat is because he'd also want his wife there.
Yeah. But like, as a fellow, you know, man-to-man soldier, you don't know that.
True.
Oh, Emilio did it. Oh, it auto-corrected Microsoft to Minecraft? That's funny.
Sometimes you get that Minecraft money.
Yep. Yeah, see, by the end they did it right. They surrounded him with guns.
As they should have.
I guess there's
Let's
also
talk
always
about the
the
dry
kind of
dock
like
incident.
the hope that you can
Monarch
just
operatives
get the guy
transported you from the
peacefully
university
to
to the ground
someplace,
zero
right?
operation at the
Because
shipyard.
I
Still
remember
upset
like
about that, huh?
interviews and shit that
You
like
were
a lot of people
secured,
say that
unconscious.
literally just
Well-
like you don't want the fucking scene, right? Like you
Yeah.
don't want to disturb the peace. You don't want the violence to actually happen. Unless you're a
Liam Burke
fucking
went to
asshole, those
retrieve you,
exist, but
and
like
you were gone. How?
most of the time
Sleepwalking.
you're kind of hoping that
Step
they're
away,
just gonna,
right now.
follow you peacefully.
You've 3 seconds
No.
till I pull,
Had better reflexes.
and you're a marksman.
Not this guy. Oh no, that is okay. That is what I remember. It's just that it happens after the thing. That's why I got confused. I was like, I remember seeing this from the point of view of Jack. It was after the episode.
We know Beth Wilder assisted you in some manner.
Then I'm guessing you know the rest.
No, because everybody who saw what you did next is now dead.
All right.
I didn't have a clue where I was or why.
You know, I always thought that like, oh yeah, I guess you could just fuck off, fuck around in the timeline. You don't need to do the whole level.
Not necessarily. But I just want to see what's up. So we did this. Although I do want to, because we're gonna have to see who the fuck Nick is. Also,
Yeah, and there's also a lot of stuff that changes, just like
Yeah.
details and stuff that changes throughout the
this
level.
area has stuff that I think is different. Like I have a missing document that I think is
Is in
different
here. Yeah.
because Amy isn't here. Because
Yeah,
there were emails that were specific to Amy's existence.
yeah.
So I imagine. Is it this one? Charlie. Yeah, this is the one. He specifically talks about Amy here. And
Yeah,
she's
makes sense
dead
that
now, so I'm assuming that it is going to be a different thing now. And then I'm
What the
missing some
fuck
documents.
is Nick? I'm so.
Yeah, who the fuck
what?
is Nick? Yeah, we're gonna stay here because we're gonna find out who the hell Nick is.
Yeah.
We want to know who the hell Nick is, and I want to see what. I want that document, the document of the computer. I don't necessarily give a shit about the Cronin source because that's just like upgrade stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm missing a document and an email, and I think the document and the email are connected to the changes.
Never questioned it because it didn't feel real.
All right, we're gonna find out
Still
who Nick
waiting
is.
to wake up.
We're not gonna worry about the first chapter because there's not really anything we can do in there that changes. But we now have a whole new guy. So
We have a whole new guy, and a whole new world with variables.
we're gonna investigate the existence of a new man.
The old industrial area.
I wonder if we're gonna see. Hi, Beth. Thank you, Beth.
Thanks, Beth.
I wonder if we're gonna
All
see
the way
like more details of the riots happening in
Yeah.
the environment.
That's well, because in the thingy where you make the decision in the first place,
Yeah.
he mentions Jack having new allies and that the protests seem to be like a significant part of it.
It seems to be, become a man of the people. Because they didn't paint you as a terrorist.
Yeah.
Which he is, to be fair.
Yeah, which like all things aside, Jack is 100% a terrorist.
Yeah. You gotta shoot the thing.
Oh, right, I have
think.
to shoot it with my gun. I'm so used to having so many time powers that I DOS.
Well, that's weird.
You know, good on fucking Remedy to cast this guy as Jack Joyce, because, like, you know, by looking at him, you don't necessarily would give him the role of, like, the feral terrorist man, right? But he does a very good job at it.
He does do a really good job at becoming the feral terrorist.
Yep. I do. It's another thing that I really like about Remedy, that I feel like they give chances to people that wouldn't normally necessarily get the role, right?
Yeah. Very feral, much
Yep.
terrorist, Jack Joyce.
Like, how to put it? Like,
Okay,
like
there's
Liam
last.
Burke, the actor, right?
Noted.
Like, is the classic type
When the
of
fracture
guy
Yeah,
that
he
would
looks
suit
like
the
that
role
guy.
of Liam Burke, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
With my new abilities, I can manipulate their timelines,
Jack
rewind
Joyce
them.
doesn't necessarily look like a feral terrorist man.
Yeah, I think this is probably why it's also so fucking
Ready a chopper for me at the dry dock.
insane that he is.
He
Seeing
sells
Paul's
being a
face on that
feral
screen,
terrorist really well.
it was
I
some
think
kind
the
of sick
funniest,
reminder.
the funniest part about them being like, we're
couldn't
just gonna
escape what had
paint Jack
happened,
Joyce
what
as
he
a
did.
terrorist and make the entire city afraid of him.
I needed to know why.
Is that he just
But part of me wanted to
is,
put a
dude.
fucking bullet in
Yeah,
his
he
head
just
before he
is.
opened
He
his mouth.
really is. He really just is.
Negative. Focus efforts on
Everybody Monarch took from the university was on that board. 2 lines through the deceased. Like they were nothing.
During the gala?
So
He alters the past to make himself into a terrorist. Yeah.
Right? Alright, this is. Yeah, this is. Let's talk about Gala.
Yes. Ammunition.
There's anything else?
For some reason, the whole like very modern, but like one like striking color out of it thing is making me think of something else, like the aesthetic of Monarch and stuff. It just hits familiar, but I don't know what the fuck
It's like very.
it comes from.
So this was different because this is where
Oh.
This is where Charlie's email talking about Amy is. So
Oh,
this is a new
okay.
email. I have. So this I think actually does kind of tell you where you are a little bit. So this is the one that was missing.
Gotcha.
Oh, also the witness list would have been different. This is also different because
that makes sense.
A diagram
They
of all
killed
the
everybody.
witnesses that went missing to be executed. But with Amy, they don't need to disappear.
Yeah, to have that. Gotcha.
Okay.
That makes a lot of sense.
In which case, we're gonna read this one.
Mm-hmm.
As you all know, hold on, let me make sure. Cool. As you all know by now, we encountered unforeseen complications during the core retrieval operation of the Riverport University. As a result, we are forced to take more direct approach that led to unwanted attention. This attention must now be removed. Right. Okay. Paul Serene has given us direct orders. As his chief advisor and operation manager, I will be making sure that we deliver upon those orders. We are to take a hardline approach on dealing with any threats to our plan. Your directives: 1. Execute all witnesses. Any witnesses to our actions at the university are to be executed without prejudice. Said witnesses have been transported to the Ground Zero operation, and we simply cannot afford any loose threads at this point in our operation. Perform routine questioning and then execute. Okay, so we're gonna, I assume, find Nick and maybe some other guys where we found Amy before. Perform routine questioning and then execute. Civilians who did not directly witness our operation but were present may be intimidated into silence. Such cases will be evaluated by supervisors in charge of the cleanup operation. If there's any doubt as to the effectiveness of softer methods, do not hesitate to execute. We are not taking any chances. Okay, so things immediately went insane for Monarch. We were like, we're not gonna kill Amy, and immediately everything for Monarch is going absolutely insane.
Mm-hmm.
2. Assist in core transportation. The time machine core has been airlifted from the university to the dry dock near Ground Zero operation. All available personnel must assist in prepping the core or for covert ground transportation to Monarch Tower for installation. 3. Find Jack Joyce. Jack Joyce's transport has gone missing shortly after reaching the Ground Zero operation. Liam Burke is heading a search party to find him. If you possess any information that might assist in his capture, report to me directly. Cronin harvesting. Until Jack Joyce is found, we are assigning additional security personnel to protect the Cronin harvesting operation and Ground Zero perimeter. Teams have been stationed to patrol surrounding supply warehouse as well. Monarch Gala Prep. If your role is not impacted by the previous 4 directives, then you are to assist and prep for the Monarch Gala tonight, which is still moving forward as planned. More information to follow. Any questions regarding security can be directed to Liam Burke. Not anymore. Any other questions should be addressed to your supervisor. We kill Amy and Monarch goes full kill people. Direct.
Yeah, pretty
doctrine.
much.
Yeah. If you don't kill Amy, Monarch goes insane immediately.
Yeah.
Wild. Okay, so as far as collectibles go, that's where everything was that was affected by this. So now we just want to find out who Nick is, and maybe I'll grab this Cronin source if I see it, because I'm pretty sure that's what this is right here. But it's just like, I'm not particularly invested in it. But if I find it, then great.
Do you think you missed it, or do you think it changed spots because
I
of the
think I
timeline?
probably just missed it. I can't imagine those are super affected by the timeline. Unless there's like a small different area that's open because of Nick.
Too exposed at the campus to finish
Which
that
I suppose
history.
could
Had to move
be
the whole lot here when
possible.
things went south.
Could be possible. Nick could be yet another glorified locksmith.
Duty?
True.
Not me. That's for damn sure.
Shoot you directly in the dick. Alright, what do I have right now? Okay. Like the shield. Oh. No.
I love how the thing that I love, and this is not criticism, it's just kind of funny. I love how they lovingly put this trap right above the 3 guys talking for you to shoot upon your entry, and both times you have
it just like didn't. They were like, we're gonna give you something to have fun with, and I'm like, no, I'm shooting these men.
Yeah. They're so thoughtful about it, right? Or just like, here, have a little like a thing.
Right, have
to
a
give you
good
an
time, and I'm
advantage.
like, no.
No.
I have a gun. Have you considered that you gave me a gun, sir? You're the only one here. I'm going to just... Oh, you're not the only one here. There we go.
To be fair, I do the same exactly with specifically explosive barrels.
Yeah, there's always so many explosive barrels, and I'm like, I see you. I see the explosive barrels.
I do see them, I do not use them.
Oh. I picked up something. I was looking for
Covering fire!
HQ attacking target.
Copy.
Neutralize the target. Zoom? I do
Oh, you have all your powers. Okay, nice.
That's like some versions.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Do you have all your upgrades?
I think so, because I've got a lot of shield activity.
Ah, yeah, there you go.
Usually I cannot just like, yes. Shotgun,
that's
my beloved. Melee weapon, my beloved.
Okay. So you still got your powers locked behind the tutorial, but
Yeah,
they're all
I've got the powers that I should have at this point, but they're at like upgrade status, because I think I can like do this like a million times, yeah.
Gotcha.
So they are still being unlocked in chronological order, but I have them at big boy state. So let's go find Nick.
You know, now that we have finished the
elevator
game
looks like
once,
the
I'm
only
like,
way
yeah,
out
we
of
go
here.
through a lot of
There's
warehouses.
gotta be a
in this
generator
game.
around here somewhere.
Yeah. Well, I think that
No power.
we didn't do. There's a lot of warehouses. Although to be fair, I think we go through the same warehouses like twice.
That is true.
Because
That is true. We go through
the
Okay.
ground
Looks like that elevator needs
situation
power.
is
Yeah.
in the warehouses. And they bring you to ground zero because I think we're like technically there right now. And then you leave ground zero, and then you have to
And
come
then go
back
back
to
later. Yeah, very true.
Like I think the
And then
first
there's the
act of the
pool.
whole game is in
Mhm.
warehouses. Is like just running around to different warehouses, and then the pool.
Yeah.
Which
Yes,
looks...
it's a dock city or dock town. So
Yeah. And then there's like, I think there's a part that isn't necessarily in a warehouse, but it's in a shipyard, and that looks like a warehouse.
That's true. That's very true. That's very true.
I'm gonna get up there. And then I need to get power to the elevator. I think I need to do some climbing.
Which, to be fair, warehouses good for gunfights.
True.
You know, it just works.
Do some good old
It's like the fucking quarry in Power Rangers. You physicsed the crate, my god.
Physics the hell out of it.
Yes, indeed.
Oh wait, is it you?
I think that's the trap for the
that's
enemy.
the trap. Yeah.
Oh, it's full of fucking explosive barrels too.
Hello.
Jesus, that is a.
They wanted me to
that
use
was
it so
indeed
bad, and every time I was like,
lovingly prepared and placed.
Sorry, Remedy.
It's like a full meal that like your wife has made for you, like.
There we go.
Like, you know, it was kind of complicated to make actually, and
and then I'm like, I've got a gun.
then you're like, oh, I just got McDonald's on the way in. I just.
Hello.
Jack, this is Beth Wilder.
And then she's like, it's fine, but you know, it's kind of clear that she's like a little bit crestfallen. So specific
We
about
put so many explosive barrels on it.
We're at the outskirts of a Monarch Cronin harvesting operation, and Paul Serene is at the dry docks nearby. Not a recipe for fun times.
Just sad that we never got to use our BHB buff says like, just sad we never got to use our time powers to fire the giant cannon to the memorial. That is true. We do run across it though. It is a
My best friend came back a goddamn monster. He knew this would happen. He
witness
prepared
and interact.
Paul's the key to
You know what they
understanding
should
all
do
this.
to
And I'm
stop
gonna
the
find
enemy is load
What?
the countermeasure into the cannon and fire it directly at the time stream.
Yeah.
That's what they should do.
Fire the countermeasure at the time stream. Where's the time stream? I don't fucking. I'm not the scientist to shoot it. That's a lot. Oh, that wasn't there. That wasn't there before.
This was not here before.
Oh man.
Woof.
Oof. Oh, there's even the trail
Paul was
to
at the dry
door
docks in
where
the
the
distance.
executions took place. Oof.
I recognized the place. William had a workshop in that industrial area for years.
Damn.
I knew that couldn't be a coincidence.
Fucking environmental storytelling. Am I right, people?
Sorry, guys.
Damn it! You killed him.
Oh, that's Nick. Okay, yeah.
Hey, don't you dare pull that fucking trigger.
Orders. I'll make it quick. Ah, for Christ's sake. Misfire.
You're supposed to be the ones who's friggin' protecting us.
Is it the firing pin again? Yeah, I think so. What was that?
They don't make this easy.
Damn. Nick is the luckiest motherfucker on earth.
He really is. All right, Nick.
How did you...
You're the taxi guy.
Oh
drove
my
me to
God.
University.
Oh, he's the taxi.
What is all this?
They're killing everybody.
Oh my God.
Everybody from the university, they grabbed me out of my goddamn cab.
Jesus.
You saved my ass. How'd you get free?
I'm still figuring that out.
You're the fucking taxi guy.
He's the taxi guy. Oh, that's interesting.
You motherfuckers.
Do you really consider the taxi
Monarch was supposed to be the good guys.
to be like a witness?
I mean, he was
wasn't
there.
even was he? No.
Yeah, he was around. Yeah, yeah. He
Keep
was
fighting.
definitely around when shit.
Those are my last words to her. Sent chills up.
I guess he was. Yeah.
We're not here to talk about Amy.
Oh, yeah, no, he
Farrell.
was around. He absolutely was. God, I'm seeing the ramifications for later on since you use that same taxi, right? Later on in the game. So I'm seeing now his role in the thing. That's cool. That's really cool, actually. I like that.
All right. Hey, taxi guy.
Look, I need to get to the dry docks. Do you know how to get there?
Dry docks.
What role do you play?
Yeah,
'Cause
I think I
Amy's
know
like
the
an
way.
aggressive hacker man.
Whatever you
Yeah.
need, I got your back.
Yeah, thanks, Nick.
I'm fucking right with die, man. I mean, I would be too. The guy just saved my ass. I would also be.
Push.
Yeah, no.
Okay, I like Nick. Alright, alright.
Okay, Nick.
Okay, game. Okay, game. You gave me a silly seed and I like Nick now. You win.
We gotta make it through that building to get to the dry dock.
Nick is like, this man is my brother for life.
I will fucking protect him with my life.
Thank Christ you're okay. What about that guy you went to see at the campus? Did he get out all right?
No. Not exactly.
Well, he did,
This
but
is
we don't
messed
know
up,
that
man.
yet.
Yeah, he's fine.
I trusted Monarch. We can't let them get away with this. Gate's locked. There's gotta be a
Nick
gate
got
doohickey
radicalized
around
the
here.
hard way.
Yeah.
I'll take a look.
Damn.
I can't believe this. The world's gotta know what happened here.
Nothing will quite do that
They
than the
will.
fucking guy
I'll
with
make
the
sure.
logo on his shoulder pointing a
Yeah?
gun at you.
Yeah.
WikiLeaks on these assholes. when we get out. Oh, hey, the gate's open.
Okay, bye, Nick. Okay.
I know, he's looking a
Okay,
little
gate's
bit
closing
dumb.
too fast.
Not
My
necessarily.
buttons.
Oh yeah, you gotta do so.
I've lost my buttons. Hold on. Okay.
He's like a tiny bit stupid. You love him.
So, how are you gonna get past that gate?
Don't worry about it. You don't worry about how I'm doing.
Don't worry about that, Nick.
I
We
will
got
worry
it.
about that once I figure out this button. There we go.
Whoa.
Okay. You don't worry about how I do anything. Well, I'm pushing the button, and the game is like, no.
Do you slow it down with your shield? Wasn't there a thing with that?
Maybe? I'm pretty sure it was this. Right? There we go.
Oh, there you go.
Shit.
Okay.
You just... What are you, some kind of goddamn X-Man? That was...
Okay. Don't panic. It's,
friggin' sick, man!
alright. Not the reaction I expected.
You know, I also respect Nick in the first idea he had for superheroes. You know, I
knew this
respect a
kinda
man
crap
that's like
existed.
immediately, yeah, X-Men.
Driving a cab,
Yeah.
I've seen
Yeah.
some stuff, man. Oh, I'm just glad you're on my side. So you're like a government experiment.
Jesus!
Did they tell you what's going on here?
Monarch
I only
isn't
know
the
what my brother
government,
told me.
Nick. They're
Yeah.
a private
Time is breaking
corporation.
down, and Monarch is involved somehow.
Shit. It's like Watergate all over again.
What are you talking about, Nick?
It's really not.
So what is this place? What was
Yeah,
Monarch
you know,
doing at
I
the
am happy we
university?
have discovered Nick. I'm enjoying his
Get me to that
presence.
dry dock, and I'll find out.
It's too bad for Amy, but I am enjoying
Yeah,
Nick's presence.
Too bad for Amy, but we do like Nick. You got it?
Looks like there's an open window up above.
Sure is.
It's worth a shot. Wait here, I'll try that.
This is a very different experience from Amy, who's like kind of
It is a
pissed at you the
very
whole
different-
time.
Gives me the
Yeah, yeah.
And Nick is like, you're my brother forever. Okay.
You're my fucking bro
Who's
now.
everyone so eager to sell?
You and me, ride or die, and Jack's like, I don't know you.
Radiation leads to ghost stories.
I got theories, man. Okay, check it out. It makes the same for ghosts in the ghost world. Oh, jeez.
I'm so with you, Nick.
So this whole place is a huge industrial area. It's where all the ghosts did all the ghost work, you know, building ghost boats or whatever. And then in 2010, they all lost their jobs. There was a big ghost recession, and now they just creep around all unemployed or whatever. Okay, that last part needs some work, but the first part's pretty fucking solid.
Yeah, that's definitely a theory.
Oh my god, I love him.
Super correct.
Need to get up to that open window.
I agree with you wholeheartedly on your ghost recession theory.
Ghost recession theory.
Recession indicator.
It's pretty inventive, I will say.
You'll figure something out.
I appreciate you.
He's trying. He's trying his best. Ooh. Well.
Is that another one of those?
Oh yeah, right.
Rewind things. I'm starting to get the hang of this.
Alright.
Made it. Now to get to that door.
I really just went from who the fuck is Nick to I love him in like 2 seconds.
Hey, don't forget about me. I was starting to get a little antsy out there.
You're fine.
All right, where are we going to next? Oh hey, there's a map over here. We can figure out the best route to the dry docks.
He's not touching the computer at all.
No.
Amy went right for those computers. He
Yeah.
was just like, hey, there's a map on the wall.
Security's tight. We might have to head through that area called Ground Zero to get there.
That's the exact area where my brother used to have his workshop.
Your bro. You think he's connected to this somehow?
Yes.
I'm gonna find out. You should stay here for now. I have a feeling the next part's gonna get messy.
Yeah, I don't do messy. All right. I'll guide you to the dry docks from here on the radio. Channel 3. I'll open up the door for you.
Deal.
So I'm pretty sure Amy, like...
Mr. Serene's chopper is inbound for... Hey,
Clarice?
Oh, the radio. Hold on, the radio.
Charlie, I told you to stay off the operations channel.
Sure, Clarice, listen. Hatch told me to search for Joyce. I've got footage of Bert taking out a guard
You go
in
ahead.
A1.
I'll guide you from here.
Monarch truck was left open. Now I'm checking cameras in A3 and guards are either sleeping on the job or, you know, not sleeping. You know what I'm saying? Catch my drift?
Joyce.
With a trajectory towards kicking over some expensive-ass sandcastles. Look, I'm gonna keep looking for him. I'm just giving you a heads up, okay? Over an hour or whatever.
I think it is.
I think
I might be
don't
gaslighting
remember
myself.
If Charlie spoke of it. Because I'm pretty sure Amy
Still no word
took,
on Joyce's location.
like
heard
Monarch
his brother scream
information
like a
when
bitch
she
when he
got
died.
on
Yeah,
on there.
yeah, that's what
When
she
he
does.
shows his
Yeah,
face,
that is immediately what
I'll
she
make him
does.
So that means we do not have the stuff that she had, that she took.
We don't have the USB this time. Yeah.
Hostile.
Hostile!
Did I scream enough for you?
Bam.
My powers were unpredictable. They kept growing by leaps and bounds.
Target sighted!
Nick, are you there? Talk to me. Where am I going?
That warehouse is split into 2 halves. Find the exit, take the alley to the other side, and let me know when you're there.
All right.
Okay, but this makes sense. He's the taxi guy.
Yeah.
So that means his job is navigation, so I guess that is what he
Yeah.
would be doing.
He will be your navigator, yeah. That's fun. It's a fun way of doing a different flavor of your operator, essentially.
Yeah. So that's already like a significant difference. Because Amy,
Yeah.
that like thumb drive that she takes, the information that she takes comes up like pretty regularly over and over again.
It's a big part of the plot, yeah. I'm very curious to
So
see what happens now.
If we don't get it from her, that's interesting.
It would be crazy if we don't get it at all. Then I'm like, I would be very surprised as to where it goes then.
Yeah.
Contact!
Oh, great.
Shotgunner advancing on
Oh
hostile.
yeah, this is it.
No, you're not.
Motherfucker.
You wanna talk this out?
Alright, where are we?
PHVUF says, I want to see Nick's reaction to his taxi by the pool. Oh my god, you're right.
Oh god! Right here, bro. You wanna not do that? I would appreciate
Jesus.
it.
They do really like to fucking... Jesus! Oh god, oh fuck, that was bad. Would not like to be caught in the glitch dimension.
Oh no, not at all. I wanna be stuck in the I don't have to do. I don't know that. Right? Speaking of shotgunning, actually, me too.
You have a melee weapon.
I'm also shotgun. Hey man.
From the university. I'm empty. He's right here.
Oh, hello.
Uh-oh.
Did we die? No. Eating all my shells. Guess what?
I always wondered, you know, what those like more armor kind of like spec ops dudes, like how much the armor actually does in a gunfight. Because I always kind of just assumed it was more like a riot thing,
Yeah.
right? So, like they'll protect you against like pipes and like rocks thrown at you. I don't know what the actual value against someone with a gun is.
Fine. All right,
Makes you
taxi
feel
guy.
safe.
Where am I headed?
I suppose.
If nothing else.
By the way,
Makes you bolder.
Jack.
That's what it does.
okay, there's a door on the upper level leading to a sky bridge, but looks like you need to turn off security to get it open.
How do I do that?
On the map, there's a squiggly line that leads from the door to a big square, and that square has two squigglies leading to little circles.
What the fuck does that mean? What am I doing here?
I don't know, man. I'm not the superhero. Find the door, follow a squiggly line to a box, more squigglies, circles, do something. Security turns off and you're golden.
Thanks, Nick.
Oh.
I'm
Fuck,
so glad
like you
we
said.
have Nick.
Gotta follow
yeah,
this
I'm
squiggly
liking
line.
Nick a lot.
Like, I know it's functionally the same, like, events, but there's a significant difference in energy with Nick.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I don't know, man. I'm
Big
just
fan.
here. I'm sure he's like, okay.
I'm not the superhero. having a navigator that is not a tech bro is pretty
Yeah,
insanely
it's
funny.
actually really funny.
Hey, are we doing, boss?
Still searching for circles.
Oh, yeah. They're not like literally squares and circles. The square is some kind of security console. Squiggles are cables, I think. Follow the cables.
Thanks,
You couldn't have just said that to begin with?
Thought I wasn't clear enough?
Love you. Love you, man.
Okay, security's down.
Damn, that was quick.
Joyce just took out Gatehouse Squad and you still don't have eyes on him? What do they pay you for over there, huh?
Charlie, just tell me where he is.
Do I hear please?
Charlie?
Warehouse B4. Better hurry.
Storehouse 1. You heard him? Move in.
On our way.
Yeah, I don't remember Charlie being that
Her
present.
arguing with him.
Yeah,
I
me
feel-
neither.
I remember her. I remember her talking, like listening to their communications. I
Yeah.
don't remember her arguing.
Yeah. God, now I'm just like, is this Alan Wake again? Are we gaslighting
Yeah,
ourselves?
are we gaslighting
great.
ourselves? Because like possibility real big that we're gaslighting.
Yeah.
Where are you?
Enemy spotted! That guy from the university.
The guy from the university. Oh yeah, because they don't know. They're not like, it's Jack Joyce. Look out. Everything is fine. Oh god, I don't have my... I'm just gonna scoot. Oh, there we go. Okay, I'm just gonna... What? Okay. I need you to go down, dude. Okay, he's not going down. He hates me. Gonna be over here. Oh, there's a guy over here. Maybe? Whoa! Like my juice.
Joyce, you got nowhere to go.
Shield. He's reloading. Alright, where's the big guy? Because I've got my juice. Got juice. You die. You, sir? Sir? Get out of here. Thanks, man. Okay. Guys. Okay. Whoop. It's you. You the only one left? Is it just you? Are you here all by yourself, my dude? Seem to be. Oh no! At least two of you. Imagine you throw a grenade and the guy you threw it at shows up directly in front of your face.
God, yeah.
Okay.
Fucking terrifying.
Cross the sky.
Nick, I'm on the bridge.
Oh, map says you're heading towards a storage facility for, Meyer Joyce particles and harvesting equipment.
Joyce particles? This whole operation is based on my brother's research.
Your bro? You don't think he's working for...
No. I don't know what to think, but Paul is up to something big. See if you can find out more.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Tall order from Nick.
I feel like also, is it me or I feel like Jack is like way more involved in the conversation that he was with Amy, right? Like Amy was more like just kind of
Yes.
talking in your ear, I feel.
Well, to be fair, yeah, because Amy definitely was just kind of like talking at you a lot.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm Dr.
She knew what she was doing. She
Yeah.
needed guidance.
Yeah, she knew what she was doing. She wasn't really trying to converse with you.
In the area
Yeah.
of Meyer-Joyce particles, better known as
Nick is a nervous wreck that doesn't know what the fuck he's doing.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Nick is like actually like having a conversation. Like Nick is like actively talking to you as time goes on.
Yeah.
I came down here and I should not have come down here. Hold on, I'm gonna blow these guys up. Hey, Nick.
Take cover!
Oh, that's what they do.
Oh.
Shotgunner advancing on hostile.
Fascinating. How did you activate it this time?
I had. Okay. Okay. Oh, I'm out of here. I'm scooting. I'm scooting. Don't mind me. I'm scooting. There we go.
Holy shit! Burn me down!
Oh, I'm in a really bad place for this.
To the Monarch headquarters.
You shouldn't have come around this side, dude.
Only authorized.
Holy shit!
Yeah, holy shit. Goodbye. Oh!
Oh, Jesus.
Frightened me.
Yeah, no, the AI constantly trying to flank you is like
Yeah, they want to flank you real bad. There we go.
Which is, I mean, honestly good. It makes it very reactive.
Where time no longer flows in a consistent manner and shifts without
Impressive fire.
Many who have entered ground zero
Are you?
have never returned.
I see your bullets, but not you.
We know that the fracture will occur on October 8th, 2020.
There you are, you're up there.
We hypothesize that from these
Scary. Okay.
Must be complete before the fracture runs its course.
Oh, you're still.
For more information, please refer to your employee manual.
Please refer to your employee manual.
That's all. Nick, I'm in the harvesting warehouse.
Emilio says real HL HECU behavior with how the AI is actively trying to surround you. I don't know what that means. If you're there to explain what HL HECU is, Emilio, I would love to know.
No clear exit down here.
They do want
May
to
have to head
surround you
upward.
really, really bad.
There's gotta be something I can use to get up there.
Looking for a backpack of ammo. There's not one. That's fine. Is there like a neat gun in this area? It's whatever.
I think you just found the like assault
the
rifle in this area.
Yeah. Okay. Investigate. Oh. What was I missing? Where am I? Okay. Okay, so we're here. We're missing...
Oh, Half-Life. Okay, that's cool. I didn't know the AI did that in Half-Life. That's cool.
Trailer note. I think. What was the trailer note? Generator hooked up. Oh, generator cracked out. Okay, so I don't have to worry about that until we're outside. Don't have to worry about. At least I do appreciate that it tells you about the It tells you like the collectibles are in chronological order.
Yeah, that's very nice. That is very nice.
So the next thing that I missed in this area is out by the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
My screenplay. And then it's a little bit. I think the other like things that I missed might be related to the time switch. I'm not sure. Might be related to the fact that we have Nick instead of Amy. It also could be related to the fact that the students are rioting. I feel like there's probably a fair bit of media now, like emails and stuff, that are related to the fact that there are riots occurring that were not happening before.
I'd imagine the radio changes too.
Oh yeah. Because now all the stuff that would be talking about, like, oh, Jack Joyce is a terrorist, are gonna be different now because nobody knows who Jack is.
Found a bunch of files here about your bro. Monarch started monitoring his workshop in 1999. They pressured him to sell in 2010 and set up some chronon harvesting operation surrounding the building.
What was Will doing in there?
Those dates, 1999 and 2010, keep coming up in these files. Here is where it gets scary. 2010 minus 1999 equals 11. Times 11 by 2010, flip it backwards, 0112. It's not exact, but it's like a couple numbers off from being our zip code.
Uh-huh.
Thanks, Nick.
Jack, like, cool. Thanks.
Yeah. Thank you. Nick is having all of his conspiracy shit, like, justified. He has that shit for years.
Oh, right, this was just a thing. Yeah. It's really close to our zip code. Okay. Okay, cool, thanks. Thanks, man. Big preach. He says. Appreciate you. Says Jack to Nick. Okay. I'm trying to get to the other side.
PHP Muff says, I work with Signage and that includes vehicle decals. Would have loved to have gotten the Monarch vehicles. Like working on them or just gotten one? PHP Muff.
Both, I would imagine.
Both, yeah. Probably. Is it, because I don't know anything about graphic design or signage, so. Is it what you would call good signage? Is it like a good,
Now,
I'm trying to
which
like
was the
compare
dry
it to
dock?
wine for some reason. I'm like, is it a good vintage?
Is it a good vintage?
Got the job to come across your desk. I see. Yeah. Would have been really cool.
I got that briefcase we lifted from William Joyce's car.
You do some pretty incredible shit, BHP, if I got the honor to see.
I got that briefcase we lifted from William Joyce's car. Laid out the contents in the trailer. You want me to go through them?
No. Serene wants the first look. Till then, hands off.
And this is the note. Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I'm sure you hear it often, BHP Buff, but I'm sure you have a fucking talent there. Great fucking job on what you do.
Looks like the trailer has power now.
It was bad before. It's real bad now. It's bad, and Bobby's mad, people. Okay. So we don't know exactly what went down. But that library came down way ahead of schedule. There's gonna be a body count, and there's every indication Monarch security people have put in some long, hard hours earning their jackbooted thug.
So this is a different broadcast.
Very different, yeah.
We don't know.
It was already the lady.
Yeah, it was already the lady by now.
We've asked for a statement, but they're keeping stum. We know the demolition charges went off ahead of schedule. We have those reports of brutality. We know there were people popping off shots. We know there are people who will never see their families again, for Christ's sakes. And where are the damn cops on this? We need some goddamn answers.
So by not killing Amy... So by killing Amy, you essentially set off a timeline where I think... Because, okay, if we think about, like, from beginning to end...
Yeah.
If you keep Amy, the protests kind of die down and Monarch kind of slowly assumes more and more control of the city as the hours pass. Ending with them even having, like, a blockade up to be like, nobody gets in or out because we're looking for Jack Joyce. But this seems to be like, shit went really wrong at the protest. Everyone is like, this is Monarch's fault. So it's possible, if the, like, decisions are as far-reaching as they could be, and not just, like, and the junctions aren't just, like, little contained guys.
Yeah.
This may have set off a timeline where by the end of the game, where just, like, the city is just, like, in riots.
Yeah.
Against Monarch, instead of having Monarch have, like, checkpoints and stuff up in the city.
It might be complete like yeah, like for example on the bridge, instead of them having the checkpoints, it's like full on like just people.
Yeah, it's just
revolting against
people.
them or something. Yeah.
I'm
Which is both.
excited to see
I'm very excited.
this guy, to have this guy back, like for the
Mhm.
whole thing.
It's gonna be very different.
Paul's
Very different
men had
vibe.
taken the briefcase from Will's car. Dumped the
Way
contents on the
more
table.
workers' union.
Yeah.
than the last one.
Like, ultimately, if you think about it, the changes are pretty minor.
Yeah, but it's still very different vibe.
They're enough. Yeah, Bobby Redford's radio show. So that was the one. That was the empty one last time. So we got that. So we have all
Very
the media now. So it was a changed thing. Like, ultimately, the changes are minor, and they would have to be because it's a game. So it has to.
Yeah.
You have to be able to. So you have like the beats of the game have to remain the same. For the sake of it not being like a million games at the same, just for scope.
Yeah.
But even with like these minor changes, like the vibe is different.
Yeah.
Like Jack talking to Nick, like the experience with Nick talking in your ear is very different from Amy talking in your ear. And like already we're setting up for, you can tell that the vibe of the city is going to be a lot different moving forward.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Because last time things stayed pretty calm, Monarch stayed in control, and you could kind of see them gaining more and more power over the city as the hours passed by and as it got closer to them, their plan going off. But now we're already very like, fuck Monarch, the chaos has already started. Like, they've already killed people. Monarch is already on like, they're already going like Mad Max. They're already like, we have to just start killing people.
Yeah, pretty much.
So that's interesting.
Will had said he needed something from his briefcase to stop the fracture. Wasn't much there, but his phone and a key to the Bradbury swimming pool. Not the most obvious clues.
Jack, it's Beth. Monarch got footage of some idiot accessing Facebook from a nearby security station. Please tell me said idiot isn't with you.
Nick, I gotta go back.
I'll pick him up. Where are you?
I'm on my way to Paul.
Of
the dry
course
docks.
Beth would fucking hate
Serene's
Nick.
not a priority. I'm getting you out of there. I'll meet you at the dry docks. Channel 1 is the Monarch frequency. Use it to keep ahead of them. And Jack, don't do anything stupid.
Oh, that's gonna be funny. Oh, I didn't even think of the dynamic between those two.
Between Nick and Beth. Woo! Alright.
Oh, that's gonna be funny.
When do I have to start an athletic dinosaur?
BHB Rose says, I want Nick to discover the FBC. I would love it to be him who drove Jesse to the front door.
Imagine Nick just living the weirdest life possible. Okay. Also, appreciated the fight's gonna be way easier with all of the like power-ups already here. So second playthrough is gonna be fairly painless, I think. Oh wait, no. I just have to shoot.
Still there?
Shit.
Jesus.
Yep.
Close.
Woo-wee.
HQ, we just heard an explosion near the harvesting perimeter.
Nah, don't worry about that.
Yeah, take a wild guess who that could have been.
It's just fucking, you know, your classic warehouse explosion. But, nothing to see here.
Yeah, just like, don't worry about it. And also,
Yeah, we're getting...
big significant difference is Jack. The entire city isn't on high alert for Jack Joyce.
Yeah, very true.
That's
and
also
we're having a lot
considerably
more,
different.
A lot more Ogawa arguing with Charlie.
Yeah!
I feel like.
Because I don't remember her. I remember her talking over the radio, but I don't remember her arguing with him.
I recognized Will's workshop as soon as I saw the old billboard on top.
The area we refer to as Ground Zero.
It was clear that the workshop was at the center of the Monarch operation. I wanted to see what was in there. and it seemed to be the only way to the dry docks and Serene.
Too far from that.
Got the word. Safeguard squad's checking out that explosion. Striker team is establishing a defensive perimeter around Ground Zero.
I'm gonna try.
An entire striker team? For one guy?
University incident got HQ wetting their pants. The kid's gonna get torn apart like a goddamn piñata.
Yeah, they're not like, we have to look out for Jack Joyce, known terrorist Jack Joyce. They're just like, there was some freak at the university. Like, it is really interesting. Even though generally everything is the same, it's still like, things are very different. Like, the energy is different.
Different enough to be worth the replay. Honestly.
Yeah.
Like it's a if you like the gameplay already, it will be more than enough an excuse to replay the game.
Yeah. Like, replaying the game isn't a slog, and the differences, just like in story beats and in character interaction, is enough that it doesn't really feel like you're just playing it a second time.
Yeah. It's generally a very good New Game Plus. Like, straight up, honestly.
Oh, hey, man. What's up? I don't know if I successfully killed him. I did not successfully kill him. I mean, I'm just gonna, like...
Oh god, you're physicsing all over the place.
They are physicsing. We've got some physics. Please. Die. Thank you. Don't mind me while I reload. Alright, where are they? Yep. You have to be careful. They will flank the shit out of you. It is that guy. Hey man, what's up?
Keep firing! Back dry!
Safeguard. I want Joyce contained before that stutter hits.
I'm sure you do.
Zone is compromised. Aircat is en route with more backup.
I get this. Just gonna do this. I know you're shooting at me. You like to not do what you're doing. Oh, I thought you were dead. You're not. Hey. Hey, where do you think you're going? Where do you think you're going?
I got it. His serpentining, it's just working. I got it.
It's
right.
Evasive maneuvers.
Evasive maneuver. Do you think I was
Nice driving, guys.
Do you think the serpentine advice actually works? Like, do you think that's actually a thing that can save you? I wonder sometimes.
I mean, it was working for him for a while until his like pathfinding kicked in, and he was like, "I have to duck."
Yeah.
Man.
I guess it's like it will save you for a little bit. I guess.
Yeah, as long as you're not a video game NPC and you are like, I have to duck.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Then you really gotta find something to hide behind.
Oh, hey, oh god, I forgot that you guys do that.
They really like to melee you.
Yeah, they want to punch me. What they don't know is that I will also punch them. Woo!
We also
Try. You are still.
They don't call me piss hands for this.
What you forgot is that you are not immune to shotguns. I don't have the juice. I don't have the juice. I need my juice.
They couldn't call me piss hands if I ain't got hands, motherfucker.
Whoop. Shield. I'm gonna use this. Can I use it? Am I allowed?
I think there was a specific thing you were
Yeah, there was a thing I need to do.
Isn't it like the shield and like fire into the shield and then it like...
It might be.
Was that the thing?
Because it's like, okay, it's not that. Okay, I need to get my juice back. Where are you? There you are. Hey, man.
Those are weird. They're
Bill
very
never
weird to
told you what he
trigger.
did
I
in
don't
that
know.
Workshop at Ground Zero?
No, never.
But
We
now
hit
that,
that part
now
was
that
like
we've seen it once, I understand
nothing
why they are
prepared me for the
higher
weirdness that
effort
was
to
waiting
trigger, because they
Yeah.
literally stop
And
time
even that
for
was
a
just a
while.
preview
It's
of the
so.
bad stuff that
definitely
would
like
follow
you
in the
have
same
to
place
get
later.
them in a little time stop bubble and then do
Do a
the.
thing. Yeah.
You have to get them in a time stop bubble and then shoot at them, so that
Right.
you're and do like the bullet pile up on them.
Right.
Check here real fast. Quantum ripple. What is this? This is a ripple? What? What is this?
A Dr. Kim thing.
It's fine.
Fiona got in pretty deep, honestly, the more I think about it. Just,
Yeah.
like, she gets to talk to like many people who are like higher degree.
Yeah.
She did a good job
Still
infiltrating, like genuinely.
Yeah, she kind of does.
Even before the Charlie seduction plan.
She does kind of end up. Yeah, no, she made it pretty far. Okay, here's the warning sign. So that means the thing I'm looking for is around here.
Gotcha.
This is the warning sign.
Absolutely no entry. I'm pretty sure that's more of a guideline than a rule.
This doesn't apply to me because I can't read. Says Jack Joyce.
What the hell?
Right.
What is this?
Because this is what happens.
Oh yeah,
at
and then
Ground
you see
Zero.
yourself.
This is just
I
kind
forget.
of what happens here.
Yep.
What
Okay, no
the
wonder
hell?
you missed something in here.
What is
because
this? That
very
already happened.
disorienting.
Let's see.
What the fuck?
I specifically requested copper-clad niobium.
Will.
What's up, Will? How you doing, man? Right, because Ground Zero is where
There's no words to
where
describe it.
Cronin particles are just being wildly generated because we exploded a thing right here.
He was all around.
We sure did.
This entire secret life he'd never talked about. Everything he tried to protect me from. It surrounded me. A puzzle. Trapped in broken time. We all thought he wasted his
This
research.
is half a cutscene,
his
half
career.
gameplay thing.
Obsessing over some failed experiment. That's what he led us to believe. What he built there, it never failed.
He really did just build this with his own little hands.
He sure did.
He really
Like a
did
mad
build
man.
that whole ass thing with his own little hands.
Me and my grand
Like
will
an
stand in
insane
another year
person.
here. Please, don't do this.
That is a lot of equipment, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
To God, this works.
Will.
A lot of equipment that he's just kind of got in here,
Yep.
and nobody was like, hey, have you noticed that there's a crazy person?
It's just like building shit.
Right, and this is...
Oh my god, that's the scene. You see
Yeah.
it. You see it so early. I forgot.
But when you see it the first time, it doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah, it is not. You don't even
I
know
knew
it's
something went
Beth.
horribly wrong
Like
there.
at that point.
Yeah, because she's like
It was
in a
scrambled.
whole... She's like a
It's impossible to crack.
whole new design. Completely different, like, character run. Screams of time. Hello? This is here?
You know, do you do you think it's a legitimate like disguising yourself strategy of like just wearing the same shit every day so that people cannot see you other than outside that stuff, right? Because
Yeah.
that happened to me not recognizing people when they're people with uniforms specifically,
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah.
Of like, if I see a person in a uniform every day,
It was overwhelming.
it will take me
Every
a while
unanswered
to
question I had
recognize
was
that
compounded
person
by what I'd
out
seen
of
at that workshop.
uniform.
Yeah, because the
The events at
context is
university
completely
were part of
different.
something
That may as well be
Yeah.
a completely new person
much
now.
bigger.
Yeah.
Something that had started 17
I
years
wonder how
ago.
much of that is just like used out there. I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna show up in the exact same suit every fucking day, and then one day I'm gonna show up in something else,
Okay,
and
dry
no
dock.
one's gonna fucking pay attention.
No one
to
will
me.
know who the hell I am.
Gotta get to Paul.
Trespasser alert. Monarch team leader. Oh, yeah, okay, so we're talking about Nick now.
Ah.
Nick
Ah,
Masters.
yeah.
Nick Masters, trespasser alert from Charlie. Nick Masters has escaped containment and is in the goddamn security station. Who's the fucking meathead responsible for watching over the university witnesses? Consider your contract terminated. How some spindly cab driver managed to get past you guys is beyond me, but he's casually checking Facebook on a high-security Monarch terminal. Yes, Facebook. That's how safe he feels right now. Converge on his location immediately before he figures out how to do some actual damage. Oh, and remember Jack Joyce, the guy you were supposed to have apprehended? Yeah, he's still shooting his way through our entire operation. Get your shit together.
Oh, that's so funny.
That's how safe he feels right now.
That's how safe he feels. You know what I'm realizing too? They don't know he's with you.
Yeah, they just think he's
They
some
knew
asshole.
Amy was with you from the start. They knew Amy was with you from the start because of the damage she's doing and everything.
Yeah.
Because she was like very concentrated on her stuff. He's just doing fucking random shit, so
Yeah,
they have
he's
no
just
idea.
he's just some asshole as far as they're concerned. He's just some dick. He's just some piece of shit random guy who wandered out of his execution station and is just like touching their stuff.
Checking Facebook on their security station. Oh man, I love this.
I refuse to leave while
So
Jack's
like
still
the
here.
way the world is interacting is like very different.
Your condition is critical. The stress. If you don't receive your treatment, you know what could happen. Come to the island right now. The treatment will be waiting for you. You will be back in top condition by the time the gala starts.
I don't like it, but you're right. Always looking out for me. Ready to chop.
On this timeline, we get to
You're not
Sophia
getting away
gets
that
to like
easy.
live her fucking life, dude.
Oh yeah, you're right. We're
We're
save
not gonna
Sophia.
ruin her life. Sophia gets to like
Enemy
exist.
spotted!
Hey, I forgot you guys were in here. You wanna not?
PHP buff, the worst thing for a well-organized
There's
spy is a
something
chaotic
wrong with
stack syndrome. That is
Coronary
true.
syndrome.
The worst thing
He'd
for
had his
any
powers much longer than me.
well-organized, well-practiced
What was the
anything
cause?
is like
Was I
a
sick as
fucking
well,
grain
or
of
was it
sand
just
that you
time
can't
travel?
predict. It's like
I didn't
it's
know.
literally the same thing. There is a
didn't make
great
anything
quote
he'd done any less hateful.
that comes from fencers in like Olympic fencing, where you don't fear the best fencer in the world doesn't fear the second best fencer. He fears the complete amateur.
Yeah, because you don't know what the fuck they're gonna do.
I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do. I feel like it's the same for any organization whatsoever. It's just like,
It's like a guy who doesn't know what he's doing could do fucking anything, but someone who's been
Yeah.
like trained classically for years, like you're
Yeah.
all functioning under the same rules and the same assumptions about how everyone's
Exactly.
gonna behave. But if you just give an asshole a sword,
yeah, exactly. You don't know. We don't know what he's gonna do.
okay. So the next piece of information is after the Burke evaluation, which is like outside on the other end, if I remember. So I don't have to do anything here.
Yeah.
Jack, you have to understand that Will forced my hand.
What the hell happened to you?
There's no use fighting.
You killed him!
I'll explain when the time is right. You'll meet me tonight at the Monarch Gala.
Gala? Time's ending and you're having a fucking party.
Because when time ends, my plan...
We do this now. I'm not meeting you at...
Yes, you are. I've already seen it happen.
Seen what? What's this all for?
Goodbye, Jack.
This is the most frustrating fucking conversation ever. I'm just like,
right.
No, you're gonna do the thing. I've seen it happen. I'm just like fuck you.
I don't give a fuck what you've seen.
It must be even more frustrating when it actually happens, like the person said it would.
Right? Okay, there's the evaluation. So there's nothing around here. Okay. The thing I don't have. Or like past. It's probably that right there.
PHP buff. To quote Ron Stoppable from the Kim Possible show, this is very complicated, delicate machinery. Better mess with everything. Really though, like, any well-organized anything is extremely fragile and very easy to make fall into chaos. Just act irrationally.
This. Charlie. Nick Masters. 2 Ground Zero op. Yo. Good way to start an email. So I looked into this Nick Masters guy. In short, he's a sad little joke. I don't know why we're wasting time on him. He used to be a pretty promising football player. He actually got drafted by the Rexes, which I guess you can consider an achievement if you give a shit about that sort of thing, which I don't. Not that he ever went anywhere, because he messed up his knee in a car crash on the night of getting the news, and that was it for his big career. Aw, Nick!
That's actually sad.
There's no police report on this, but looking at his social media at the time, seems like he was out celebrating party hard, so I'm pretty sure he had no business getting behind the wheel in the first place. In an apparent attempt to prove the universe runs on irony, he now drives a cab. License and permits check out. He's got 8 unpaid parking tickets, a couple more for speeding, pretty much what you'd expect. No relatives except his father, but the old man's in the hospital and pretty much dead to the world from what I can tell. Looks like Masters on a dozen different dating apps, like with very limited success. Big surprise. He seems to be seriously into weird conspiracy theory bullshit, and that's like and bullshit like that, only without the usual crazy racist frothing in the mouth. It's all pretty dumb, but surprisingly entertaining. I'll be honest, I don't think anybody'd believe anything he said, but hey, you guys deal with him however you want. That's your business. Charlie's like, I looked at this guy, literally not even worth it. I don't...
Yeah.
Just fucking leave him alone, I guess.
I love the
check
comment
Facebook.
on, like, he's into conspiracy theories, but without the fucking racist frothing in the mouth shit, because God, so many conspiracy theories are just that.
Yeah, so many conspiracy theories end with like, and then it was Nazis.
Yeah. So many conspiracy theories like disappointed me greatly, because it would start as like a fun thing, like the Hollow Earth, but then it ends with, and it was the Jews' fault.
Yeah, and then it gets, and then we're asking whether or not the Jews run the world.
Yeah. Like, come on.
So that's another interesting thing. With Amy, they're like, this bitch, get her, kill her. But with Nick, they're like, he's just some asshole, dog. I don't know.
He's like, whatever.
He's just some fucking asshole.
Low priority.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it.
Gotta move. Come on.
We should not worry about this at all.
Meow. I'm always confused at the poor little meow meow thing, because I've been told that, like, for a character to get the poor little meow, to deserve the poor little meow meow title, they need to commit war crimes. But I am
has
unsure.
yet to commit a war crime, as far as we can tell.
He has yet to commit war crimes.
Woof! Okay,
Ooh,
I deserve
Jesus.
that. That was my fault. Well, I mean, he's hanging out with Jack now, so who knows?
Who knows? It might be in the works.
Jack is a terrorist.
Okay. Focus, Jack. Focus.
Jack is still a terrorist. They just don't know it this time.
Yeah. I feel like it's just like, how about this? It's one of the, there are many words like that confuse me because they're like internet lingo, and as a result have many meanings that nobody agrees what it actually is supposed to be.
It's vibes. It's all vibes.
Stutters were getting bad. He's shifting back and forth without warning.
I would like to see this kind of, like, I know we're not doing, like, the quantum break stuff anymore, I think, but I would like to see this, like, sort of effect return, I think.
Yeah, no, that would be really cool. That's a lot of, like...
Because I feel like this sort of stuff would not be out of place in Control, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely. And, like, this is the thing of, like, honestly, they have been doing a lot of environmental animation like this, both in Control and Alan Wake 2.
Oh, yeah.
Which is, like... Yeah, I think we'll see some fucked up shit in the future, for sure.
Well, that, especially since it looks like they're... If Alan Wake 2 and its insistence that Tim Breaker is here is... Because there's like one of two ways to interpret the existence of Tim Breaker in Alan Wake 2. And that is that they are gearing up to not give up on Quantum Break and are just like, they're like, well, we're repurposing. Legally distinct Quantum Break.
Yeah.
Same kind of idea as the existence of Alex Casey being, like, this Max Payne is still here. We're just not gonna... Our legally distinct Max Payne. Or, they're, like, the Timebreaker DLC was, like, their send-off for Quantum Break, but, like, that doesn't feel like the case.
A little close, Jack.
Because everything I've experienced about Remedy so far, specifically Sam Lake, has led me to believe that he doesn't send anything off. He just fights you.
Yeah, he just fights you.
He just goes,
for them.
actually, fuck you.
Which I genuinely respect.
I'm just gonna rehire the actor and give him give his character a new
different
name. Because like, what are you gonna do?
Hard, though. Because honestly, copyright law and the way it's been abused is so fucking bullshit at this point.
Yeah.
That I am so for people just being like, I'm just gonna rebrand it and do the same thing anyway.
Like, fuck you. I'm still going to use my thing. What are you gonna do? Tell me that I can't use this actor anymore? Eat shit.
You don't own his face.
Right.
Although with AI, they are trying to have actors sell their
God, they are trying.
No,
they are really trying. And I guess, like, isn't that, like, also, like, a thing in, like, wrestling? Where, like, the company kind of owns your likeness to a degree?
They own the character.
Here we go.
It's like that situation.
Gotcha.
It's kind of like the same thing with VTubers, where like if you're signed under a like with an agency, then they like own your character and the art of your character and all this stuff.
Yeah.
So if you want to like leave them, you have to just like make a new guy.
That makes sense.
Which I think is dog shit, personally.
Oh.
Hello. Guys.
Beth had been on her way to meet me. I expected she was frozen somewhere up there, by the side of the dry dock.
Okay. 100%, we're good.
Nice. Lovely, lovely.
See.
I would love like a piece of documentary on like how Remedy does its like effects and stuff like.
No, definitely.
Fucking
exact
like,
words were don't do anything stupid.
looking at this.
Yeah.
Well, time to start. Get
Just
in.
like, God fucking damn it.
What if I don't trust you?
Then shoot me.
Look, I'm sorry, but I'm taking the van.
That's for not listening to me back there.
Ow.
You want to stop time from breaking down? You need my help. And thanks, by the way, for the +1 in the back seat. Starting to feel like goddamn babysitter.
She scares me, Jack.
My ride, my music. Deal with it.
Fucking naked background view.
I love this song.
I'm sure there is something playing, but I think the streamer safety mode is like no music.
Oh yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah.
I'm going to assume it was Old Gods of Asgard.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh my god, is Quantum Break the only Remedy game that doesn't have a musical section?
Oh, maybe. Yeah, I guess so. I guess so.
She scares me, Jack.
She scares me, Jack.
Amy didn't have shit to say. Amy was just like, well, I'm back here.
Yeah.
Too bad.
Oh yeah, no. Nick has fucking
has so much to
commentary.
say all the time.
Will
Yes, so
said
much
there was
to
something
say all the
important in his
time.
briefcase. All I found was a key with Bradbury Swimming Hall on the chain. Only lead we had. I guess this is it.
What was your brother doing in this shithole?
That is Dylan.
Perfect place to hide something you don't want.
Oh, you're
found.
right. It is Dylan.
Someone in
my
chat
God, I didn't
pointed it
recognize
out,
him.
but I was like, I would never recognize that actor. But like his
Yeah.
teeth,
It's time you tell
there's
me what you
something
know.
about like the way he talks and his
Yeah,
teeth
yeah.
that catch my attention every
I know
time.
brother
That's
got the one thing
Dylan.
that stopped the fraction.
It's because he has fucking
I know I
eyebrows
meant to
here.
find it.
Yeah,
I
he's
know
got
Mom doesn't
eyebrows
want
and
us to.
hair. We're not used to that.
And yet you're wearing their uniform.
I like the way their pants fit.
I agree.
Tried to create a cover to gather information. You've known about this for a few hours. I've been preparing.
Yeah,
for
there's
it
something
emotionally.
specifically about the
You
way
weren't
that
aware
actor's
that William
mouth
owned
is
the
shaped.
place?
Yeah,
That
yeah.
is like
I
the
didn't know
one
about
thing
that.
about him that I'm like, I
You
zero
need
in
to
on
find your
that.
brother's countermeasure. And fast.
I think he might have a slight
Things will get worse
underbite.
with the fraction.
Like
He's
very
got
slight
a-
underbite.
He's got an underbite, and I also think he's got
looking for you.
like a bucktooth situation.
Yeah.
He's got a couple of things going on
Yeah.
that make his mouth very unique, and it caught my attention in Control, because I would just like watch
Yeah.
him talk. Really, I would
That
just like
key
really
you got
zero
from
in
his
on him
briefcase.
talking.
He has a lot to say in Control too.
That's really funny. That this is the first time we're seeing
doesn't
both
fit.
of them. If you like played these games before,
Yeah.
this would be the first time that
Okay.
you see Jesse and
Let's
Dylan.
find another way in.
Yeah. And they
Make it
are
quick.
supposed to. Oh
I'll keep a
wow.
lookout for unwanted company.
I wonder how they're gonna change some of the stuff also with the whole parallel universes thing.
I guess we're gonna find out. I am really excited for Control 2 to see like what Dylan is like when he is a character.
God, yeah.
Because we've never
Absolutely.
met Dylan.
No,
We've just never met
It
Dylan
is.
in Control.
we literally never did. It's very cool. I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, someone in chat pointed it out earlier. They were like, I think that's Dylan. And I'm like, I would never recognize that actor because I didn't even recognize him in Alan Wake 2 when they showed us.
Yeah.
Like, I had to be, like, explicitly told, oh, that's Dylan. I was like, I would have never known. But now I watched Nick say words and I was like, that's Dylan's mouth.
How you holding up?
I've been better. But at least Monarch's feeling the heat. I checked online. Big anti-Monarch protests going on all over the city. I took some crazy pictures to fuel the fire, man.
Just hold off on posting anything for now, okay?
All right. But I'm getting antsy.
Yeah, that's Dylan. I can, like, hear it now. Because Dylan has, like, this very slight... It's not a lisp, but his S's are hard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. His S's are hard. He is slightly nasally. Just
yeah,
like a tiny
yeah.
bit.
Now that I've seen it, I'm like, that's Dylan. That's him.
Yeah.
Fully. All right, what are we missing from here? Okay, so we're missing a media and... So that's going to be... The media, I now understand to be the radio. So there's a radio broadcast from our guy, and then another document. And the document is in the deed, so it's somewhere inside of the little workshop where he had the mice. Okay, so I'm willing to bet... Is this the radio?
Hey, Nick. This looks a lot like your taxi.
Can't be. I parked it way back at the... Holy shit! That's my goddamn license plate. How the hell did it get here?
I don't know. I have a feeling somebody beat us here.
This is all connected. Some kind of message. Think, Nick, think. 01122. 01122.
Yeah, that's Dylan. That's super Dylan. Now I can't unhear it.
Yeah.
What is this?
Okay.
I love it because he's not wrong. It is all connected.
Yeah, he's not wrong. He's just like this.
Any ideas how to get inside?
The whole building's falling apart. There's got to be an opening somewhere.
No, I'm really excited to see what Dylan is like as a character. And I get the feeling that we're going to learn a lot about Dylan as a guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
My
there she
guess
is.
Traumatized to shit. Yep, there she is.
Well, yeah, traumatized to hell, obviously. Oh.
But, like, he was also... Well, I guess we only saw him, like, a tiny bit, right? In the Lake House DLC.
Yeah, and
He seemed also, like, very driven. Like, he kind of vaguely knows what he's supposed to do. It's interesting.
He's on a mission, it seems like.
Yeah.
Like, a pretty significant mission. So he's learned something in the 13 years that we have not...
I think I found a way in.
Been able to engage with the oldest house. And what he says kind of seems to imply... How did I miss this? What the fuck? What the hell? It was right fucking there and I missed it? What was I doing? What the hell was I doing? Whatever. I don't super remember the interaction with him,
okay,
like...
I've got it. I have a theory how my taxi ended up here.
Tell me. Oh my god, Nick, tell me. Tell me so much. Tell me everything.
Looked up the zip code 01122. It's located south of here. I left my car at the university. It ended up here. It went south. Now you said time is like broken? What if space is broken too and everything is being pulled towards this zip code? 01122.
I mean, he's not... He's not wrong.
Can we backpedal a bit? What about your cab?
She has no idea what's going on.
Okay. I'll explain later, honey. I gotta Google
Nick!
What the fuck, Nick?
Nick!
You don't call the scary woman honey, Nick. you don't do that.
Work for Monarch. Have you ever heard of the zip code theory?
The zip code theory? What the fuck is he talking about?
He doesn't know. He has no idea what he's
Damn
saying.
it. These stutters aren't going away.
All of Monarch's plans may be centered on the numbers 01122.
I would go on living my life, probably with slightly less respect for you.
Hear me out. 2010, 1999.
Oh my god.
Years show up in Monarch files. Minus 1999 from 2010.
It's Laura.
Times 11 by
Hello, Laura.
flip it backwards. What number do you get?
Remind me why I saved you?
Oh, damn, we interrupted him.
It's fine. He'll be fine.
Will had used the building to hide away
Okay.
his personal items.
This one. This is new, I think. Maybe? Yeah. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Because this is where everything is.
Jesus Christ.
Bradbury swimming pool deed. Discrete moving bill. Yeah. Okay, so this is like this area. This is the mouse.
What the hell were you doing here, brother? Time travel experiments with rats?
Beth yearned to kill Nick, maybe, yeah.
A little bit, I think, yeah.
You can't do that, it's your brother.
$12,000.
It's your brother in
movie
another
bill.
world, Beth.
You must have hauled a lot more to this place than just some old boxes.
Moving.
You owned this
Swimming
place since
pool deed.
1999? Why didn't you tell me, Will? No wonder you were always coming up with crazy shit.
This...
Okay, May 17th, 1998.
Okay, this is
this
just
is
his
William
notes
Joy.
about the mouse. Yeah, I know. So, we found those. So it's got to be around here. This is source. Okay, so it's got to be around here.
I'm about to conduct the first animal test of the machine prototype using my trusty pet mouse,
Yeah,
Schrodinger. You know,
We need to keep our contact limited from this point forward. I'll find you when the countermeasures complete.
Schrodinger, come to Willie. Come on, come on, come
Oh,
on.
he named his mouse Schrodinger.
You're right.
Okay.
Okay, finally, we're sending Schrodinger into the machine.
How do we like the new Blorbo? We like him.
We love him. Oh, okay. Here we go.
Bobby Radford with the latest. We've got an official statement from Monarch Solutions, and it's just what you'd expect, really. You know, your typical slick, mealy-mouthed bullshit. I'll sum it up for you. As far as they're concerned, the whole thing was some kind of an accident with the premature demolition. Some lives were tragically lost due to that. They're investigating. Essentially, they're saying, no comment, don't worry about it. Nobody has access to the site right now. All we know is what they tell us. Thing is, there were a lot of people there. Some people I know personally. Seems to me a lot of folks ain't answering their phones now. So what's that mean, huh? I think it means that we...
No!
Oh, they straight up cut him off.
So what am I saying? Well, they got lots of lawyers, so I'm not saying anything other than this whole thing stinks to high heaven. I don't understand it, but I can smell a goddamn rat. This shouldn't be happening. This is Riverport, USA, damn it, not some third world hellhole where nobody gives a crap. Somebody's gonna have to take responsibility here. Who's it gonna be, huh? Call me up on the phone now. I wanna talk to you.
Okay. I like having him back. He's funny.
Yeah, he's funny and real fucking pissed off.
He's real mad.
I guess that makes sense if he knew personally people who disappeared, like
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, because this starts off in the first chapter that we didn't redo because there's not really a whole lot of point unless I want to spend a bunch of time looking for that one thing I missed. He starts off being like, I don't know, Monarch is weird, but I guess, like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Like, they're here.
I mean,
what are you gonna do
even
about
when you
him?
go back in the, if you go back in the past, right? Later on, you hear him literally being like, "No, I think Monarch's a good thing." Actually,
yeah.
Like he was literally like kind of defending them.
Yeah, well, because he's kind of like vaguely on the fence a little bit, where he's like, I don't know,
Yeah.
they seem to be fixing stuff up. I don't super trust the big corpo, but like if they're gonna make stuff better, then I guess that's fine.
Yeah.
And then the library incident happens, and he just goes like full like unionized, kill them.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next thing is gonna be a document. It's the last one, which is gonna be parents killed, time machine schematic. So this is all gonna be in like there's like a little workshop off to the side, and that's where all this stuff is. This is in that room that you can miss. That's got all of the like lore about the Joyce brothers in it. Okay.
I guess also shout out to the Nick/Dylan actor.
Working on it.
Yeah.
Because this is a very different vibe from creepy ass
different.
Dylan.
Very different.
Guy got range. He's good at what he does.
Yeah, which is part of why I'm like really interested to see him in Control too, because I want to see.
Yeah.
Like, not only will it be our first time like actually meeting Dylan.
Yeah.
Because we've never seen him. We've only seen the Hiss talking through Dylan.
Yeah.
And like Jesse also doesn't know Dylan, right? Like nobody knows Dylan because Jesse and Dylan were separated when they were like.
So very young, yeah.
Yeah, they had to be in like they had to be in like middle school, maybe younger.
July 4th, 2010. Beth Wilder, I'm addressing this video to you. You told me to stay away from my workshop.
Oh, that's why he wears the Rex's thing.
Yeah. Makes sense.
The place is a disaster zone. The countermeasure, gone. Taken. Shit.
What the?
Safe, empty. I just need to know you have it. Because if you
This milk?
hands, it's power.
Is this unrefrigerated, abandoned milk?
Oof.
Milk
Don't
kill?
open that. Do not open that.
For nothing. You know where to find me. Please, hurry.
2010. Holy shit.
It's fine. Don't worry about that.
What was that?
He recorded that for me in 2010? What the fuck? He said the countermeasure's gone? It's not good. We need to figure this out.
That's fine.
Let's keep looking.
Everything is going according to plan. Whose plan? Unclear. Someone.
Did you find something?
Red paint. It's the same color as blood. I wonder if someone was trying to make it look like a blood trail.
Oh my god.
Make a blood trail look like paint.
Thanks, Nick.
Yeah. This place is creeping me out, man.
I love Amy comes in here and is like, this paint is still wet. Someone's been through here recently, and it's like real useful information.
Yeah.
And Nick is like, someone was trying to make blood. Okay. Is this?
Help me push this out of the way.
You're fine.
I need help moving this.
Yeah, no one here can open doors without Jack's help.
Jack, your brother addressed that video to me.
I pat Nick on the head. He is without a
I've never met him
brain.
before in my life.
Well, it sounded like he thought you had his countermeasure.
I wish. But he said it was stolen on July 4th, 2010. Somebody took it. But I'm hoping this place will help us figure out who. I'll give you the honor of pressing the button.
Yep, because the button opens the door. And nobody here is capable of opening doors.
Ever. Except Charlie. Charlie's the only one that's allowed.
That's true. That's Charlie's whole fucking job.
Second time machine. This changes everything.
If we can get this thing working, then we don't need that countermeasure. We can change everything. What if we stop the fracture from ever happening in the first place? We can go back to yesterday, undo everything in the past before it happens. Nobody dies. Paul doesn't go through the machine. Monarch never exists. I mean, the fracture never occurs.
Jack, wait. Let's think this through. That's not how it...
I can go into the machine like Paul did at the university. I helped them set it up. Then we activate the core, put the corridor in place, and set the date. I can do it, Beth.
I'm not so sure we can do this without the countermeasure.
There's a new thing.
But you're right. We'll need the machine.
Right. Let's start with the core.
What the shit?
I saw some kind of visions of this machine in his workshop. You must have hit it here.
What is this? A goddamn spaceship?
Okay, core controls. Where are they?
He's taking pictures.
He's taking pictures! Oh my god.
So this is really funny, because Amy was just like, you know what, everything is so absurd that I just have to go along with it, because if I don't, I'll die. And Nick is like, aliens!
Only losing his shit.
Hey, Nick.
What the hell am I looking at?
The time machine.
Fuck off! That was totally my second guess.
We can't let Monarch know it's here. Do not post any selfies with the time machine.
Yeah, I'm not an idiot. I mean, of course I'm gonna take selfies with the time machine. It's a goddamn time machine. But I won't post anything.
Comforting.
I guess I don't blame him for that.
Let's help Jack find the core controls.
I mean, I would too. I'm gonna be honest. I
Right.
would probably take
Come on.
pictures of the fucking time machine. I was like...
So, I can see the merits, right? Because, like, I understand the logic, right, of, choosing not to kill Amy if you're, like, a human person who's like, I don't really want to murder a woman.
Yeah.
And then you get, like, the useful companion on your first run-through who can, like, do stuff. So then on your second run-through, you can have Nick.
Yeah. Honestly, it's pretty
Hey, I found a map with
peak
the
way of
entire layout
experiencing
of
the
this
game,
place.
I think we did it the right way around.
Well, yeah. Well, because, like, the first way, the way... When I ran through it the first time, I was mostly, like... It was, like, what would make the most sense for Paul to do?
Yeah, exactly.
Was mostly my logic. I love him. Yeah, we love him. We love him, Alora.
We do love Nick. Nick is great.
And this time it's just like, alright, time to do the other thing.
Hey, Jack.
Mm-hmm.
You might want to check out this monitor.
Shut up. I'm busy. What's up?
It's a hell of a thing, huh?
Jesus, look at this thing. One guy built all that? No way that's possible, man. It took me 5 months to build a shitty birdhouse. You think he had help?
What were you doing for 5 months?
I'll bet a lot of guys got paid under the table to get this thing running.
None of these consoles even look like they're from the 21st century.
This is like way over there.
She is not acknowledging nor engaging with Nick at this moment.
I mean...
Will received a massive research grant in 1997. He successfully built the time machine by 1999. But the results scared him. He never told a soul.
How the hell did they keep this all a secret?
You know.
17 years and they still didn't find it.
You know a theory that I have now as to how they never found this? Because now we know that Beth was active this entire time, right?
Yeah.
To keep Monarch off of William's back.
Yeah. So, because we know that Paul was, like, very specifically laser focused on hunting Beth. So she was definitely running around to keep them off of
William.
Of William's trail, which also explains why he was having such a hard time keeping in contact with her, because she was purposely not staying in contact with him.
Mm-hmm.
In order to keep everything.
Keep, like, provoking Monarch and stuff. And,
she was definitely, like, leading them around.
Yeah, that's my theory, at least.
Sorry, I think
I'll be right back.
There's got to be something.
No,
something new.
nothing I can make sense of.
You haven't even tried, Jack. This is the parents killed in car crash. There's got to be something else. It's not back here. See anything. We've touched everything over here. So let's see if there's maybe something. I don't see any other red, but I also don't know how far Jack's time eyes extend. So we're gonna do a quick sweep. It's not up.
It says the time machine core needs to be reset.
Great. What the hell's it look like?
A round thing in the middle. Think.
So the thing that I'm missing,
I'm back.
Kilo. Doing a sweep to see if I can. I don't see that last document anywhere. We've touched everything, so I just have to trust that it's.
Behind a flag, maybe?
Because I thought it would be back here, but it's not. There's still only the one article back here.
Thank you, Alora. Emilio says maybe it's on the bottom.
Maybe. That could be the case. I don't know how far Jack's time eyes extend, so I'm just going to do a quick sweep of it.
That's
See if I
very
can
fair.
see anything with his time eyes. Because I know when you come back into... When you loop back, this door leads into stuff, but there's nothing back there.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Oh?
I saw something. Gasp.
Oh.
Now I'm not sure if this has anything to do with the time, or if I just, didn't come back here last time. But it doesn't matter. A civilian's guide to time travel. Oh, I think I just straight up missed this. I don't think this has anything to do... I just didn't come back here last time. A Civilian's Guide to Time Travel, cliched working title by William Joyce. Rough ideas, February 28th, 1999. Opening statement. Open with a zinger, Schrodinger cat joke? Oh. He was preparing to do, talks on this thing.
Like a book, yeah.
Note. Find appropriate accompanying cat photo. Note. No cat photo. I love William's notes because, me too, man.
Yeah.
No science explained here. Marketing bullshit. Time machine equals works. Implications equals limitless. Give me your money spiel. Build up existence of time machine. Content here dependent on findings from first human test later tonight. Findings. Facts dumbed down for the mouth breathers who will inevitably want to invest. Damn.
Wow.
Fair enough, though. Purpose of guide, to explain to mouth breathers how the time machine works and why. Note, proofread and delete all mouth breather references. Time machine overview. How research started include gratuities for research grant, sucking ass, community, and investors. Note, also thank Jack for his patience. Now that this is over, I promise to be there for him. Note, too personal. Basic overview of timeline. Parts. Cronin particles. Note, nobody will give a shit about this or understand. Skip it. How time travel works. Simplest terms. Subject activates time machine. Step 1, core. Step 2, the corridor. Subject sets the desired time travel date. Subject enters corridor. Compare corridor to donut in shape to explain. He really had no faith in being able to explain this to anybody. Note, add joke. You don't want to eat this donut or your body will suffer terminal Cronin saturation, leading to your slow but inevitable death. Note, cut joke. Disturbing. Subject walks around the corridor. Walking clockwise around corridor equals time travel to future. Walking counterclockwise around corridor equals time travel to past. Clock-like design. Subject arrives at new time in future or past. Space-time continuum. Travel across space. Time travel is not a portal. Spatial destination will not always be the same as entry point. Time travel is tied to a rotating black hole core. Note, explain the core first? No, fuck it. Just compare the core to a car engine. Note, look up info on car engines. Subject will arrive in future/past at the location where the time machine and core are located in that time. Okay, so even if you move the thing, as long as it's the core. As long as you'll.
It's where the core is. You will always end up where the core is.
So if it gets moved, you will just end up to where it was moved.
To where it is at that point, yeah.
Cannot travel to a time where time machine and core are not active. Okay.
Yeah, we figured that out the last playthrough, yeah.
Cannot travel to a time before core was first activated. Example of how time travel works. In 1999, a time machine core is first activated. The time machine is located on an island. In 2000, the same time machine, with the same core, is moved to a circus tent. Teddy enters time machine in 1999 and travels to 2000. He exits at the time machine in the circus tent. Note, use better example. No circus tent. Teddy cannot travel to a time before 1999 because the core was not active. Will bang my goddamn head against the wall every time somebody uses example of not being able to go back and kill Hitler and try to sound clever/funny. Note, a dinosaur joke, though? Note, explain you can't go back and see the dinosaurs. Fucking sucks. I really like William. Closed loops. In theory, all actions resulting from time travel equal already accounted for. Should not be able to change the past. Any attempt to change things was always part of the chain of events in the first place. Already happened. Explain Novikov self-consistency principle until heads go pop. Metaphor to explain closed loops. Time is an egg!
Oh my god.
This is where the egg starts. You can move the egg, but but no matter where you move it to, the same chicken will hatch. Note, terrible example. Please, plus you could just eat the fucking egg. An egg is sitting on a table. You leave the room, come back, and the egg is broken on the floor. You aren't sure how this happened, but it saddens you. The egg is important to you because insert reason that makes sense here later. You travel to the past to prevent the egg from breaking. Then you arrive in the past. You push over the table, accidentally bumping it. The egg falls and breaks. You cause the very thing you tried to prevent. Closed loops. Why the hell do all my examples end up being about eggs? No, replace egg with something else.
He did not replace the egg with
He
something
did not
else.
replace the egg with something else. He keeps telling you about eggs.
I'm caught. Literally, because this is Remedy, I'm like, is this gonna be fucking relevant? Is there gonna be a fucking egg somewhere?
Is there an
now
egg?
I'm like,
So I saw this all the way back here, and I thought that maybe I just didn't come back here and didn't see this note. But
Yeah.
now I feel like this wasn't here
maybe it
because
only
we went
appears
through
on your
so
second
many.
playthrough.
We went through so
Yeah.
many of the egg joke that I was like,
Yeah.
oh, this explains the egg.
It really does.
And it hits in a way that I feel like it wouldn't have hit if I had not found it on the second playthrough where we had to deal with William's time egg fucking twice in a row.
Yeah. Maybe it literally just appears second playthrough regardless of your
Maybe. Or I
of
just,
your thing.
me missing it, just made
Made it
everything
better.
better.
Yeah.
Because
Very
now
possible.
we've had to go through the egg twice. because William tells you about the egg in the beginning and in the end of the game. William is like, the egg, the time egg, and Jack is like, I don't want
Time egg is fucked.
Stop telling me about the time egg. It doesn't make any sense.
The corridor. It's key activated. Will's key. I can't activate the core till it's reset.
Okay. We have to reset the core. Okay, so I think that should put us 100%. Nice.
Lovely.
What am I missing here?
Good shit.
I think that's just the Cronin source. Yeah, I don't care about that.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Cronin source, then.
Speaking
I have 7 points. So I can just grab that, I guess. Because I have like all the upgrades that I care about, but so at this point,
yeah.
I can just like
Multi-takedown might be fun.
multi-takedown might be fun. So let's see.
Hi, Beth.
Hello, Beth. How you
said Will built a countermeasure. What makes you so sure this isn't it?
A time machine.
The time machine.
An egg. Cool.
He said the countermeasure was stolen, but the machine is still here.
Hey, it looks like I can reset the core from here.
Are you sure you know what you're doing there?
No clue.
It feels horrifying that
But
you're
I
like
did
2
help Paul
inches
set up
away
the
from
machine
the
at the
core.
university.
Which then
Yeah.
This
caused the
particular
fracture.
juncture.
That's a fucking black hole
Look,
right
Will
there.
knew the calculations were wrong. Hoping that means he knew what he was doing here.
To be fair, we did make a giant fucking
This is what
ring
Will was
machine that also
We have to
creates a
test
black hole literally under Europe, so fucking
That's what we
You know,
whatever.
true.
I wonder how that's going. I wonder if that's going
This
anywhere.
could actually be
For
the
like
key to
research
finding the
and stuff like
countermeasure.
that.
I mean, it's black hole.
We'll see. It's still resetting.
Like I heard that the research on that goes very slow because the amount of
core is
energy
reset.
produced
We need to
literally
activate it
breaks
from
the
the
thing
control
every
room.
time they use it.
I think the control.
So they have to
doohickeys
like
right
repair
here.
every time they collect data.
That's actually really funny, honestly.
But yeah, I don't know what that's
can't
become
insert the date yet.
these days. You just don't hear about it anymore.
It's a hell of a thing,
I
huh?
imagine nothing new, maybe?
Jesus, look at this thing. One guy built all that?
Okay.
No way that's possible.
Oh, yeah, he's
Here goes
repeating
nothing.
this. Imagine if Hadron was an egg,
was
I
that?
would not be surprised.
It's fine.
Hadron literally looks like the fucking countermeasure.
It really does.
It actually worked. Okay, we activate the corridor next.
Whoo! Jesus, look at that thing go!
He's having so much fun.
I'm glad you're having a good time, Nick.
I'm so happy.
This was the final step. Need to set up the machine first.
Is this not it? Oh, God, there's so many. There's so
Gotta-
many
gotta-
consoles.
Run around, yeah. Jack's bro was literally operating a thing that needed like 3 people,
Yeah.
at least, to operate. Like this is a thing that you need a team for.
Thank God.
Whoa! Did you guys see that?
Yes.
Will's key did that?
Yeah.
Key to a time machine, and he left it in the trunk of his goddamn car.
I mean, I guess
Sure did.
where else
That's
is he
my
gonna
brother
put
in
it?
a nutshell.
I love him. He's so funny.
That didn't sound good.
He's an insane person.
Fuck. Let's just hope it still works.
It's probably
No.
What?
God damn it. I don't know. We were so close. I'm gonna try it again.
Yeah, like hell you are. You saw what happened. Something's wrong with the machine.
We don't know that.
You're not trained for this. Anything you do is gonna make it worse.
We
You
can't.
know I'm right.
Stop trying.
You lost people. You're angry. I get it. But this is bigger than us.
We can't fix the machine. But I might know somebody who can. Sophia Amaral.
The Monarch scientist. I saw her video near Ground Zero.
Serene's head of Cronin Research. She'll be at the Monarch Gala tonight, but security's airtight. She'll be nearly impossible to get to.
Unless I have an invite. Paul told me he expected me to meet him at that party.
Something tells me that was not a friendly invitation. Jack, no.
Sorry, Beth.
I forgot about the immediate cuts from like her being like Jack no to him getting arrested.
Feral twunk Jack Joyce at it again. Alright, end of Act 2.
End of Act 2.
The future used to be so clear when I was reliving the past. Once I caught up to the moment I
Yeah, it's
left,
funny because
that
like during the
ended.
first playthrough I was
All
like
I've had to go
Paul
on
is
since
always
then
kind of like
are the
has like
plan
this
and the
smug look on his
visions.
face, right?
Yeah.
But now
I
I'm
knew
starting
Jack
to
would
realize
come
that
to
it
me.
feels more like a
I'd
nervous
seen that.
rictus that he has.
But I didn't know why exactly. Or how
It
it
feels
would
more
end.
like a thing that is just stuck on
There
his
he
face
is.
because his muscles are tight.
My visions of the future aren't always clear, but they don't lie.
Speaking of lies,
This may
it's
not be
definitely
a
not going to be a
one-stream
one-stream
thing,
thing.
his brother's time machine.
No, definitely not.
We've spent 17 years looking for it, and he finds it in less than a day.
Does sound
That we knew that.
Yeah, it's gonna
We know it's
be.
out there somewhere.
It's gonna
We don't know what
be.
his brother managed to tell him.
I'm assuming at least 2 or 3. I don't know how fast it's gonna be to go through the whole
Why would it
thing.
come here and tell you?
Definitely faster than the first run because I'm not
Maybe, but the machine is out
doing
there.
a lot less.
It's in our
Yeah,
interest to find
and
out
we know where we're going, etc., etc.
Yeah, I'm guessing at
talk to
least
him.
2 or 3 streams.
Dr. Joyce could have provided the answer to that question.
Because last time
knowledge made
it
him
was
a
like
liability.
about a chapter
Is that-
per stream was about what we managed, but this time we're doing a whole lot less.
Yeah.
Um,
God. Every fucking time it's just Martin Hatch directly into my left ear. Just
there he is.
An angry young
There
man
he
going
is.
to cooperate anymore.
He is. He
More
has
than-
a hand on my shoulder. His mouth is right next to my ear, and I feel threatened.
His brother did. You remember Jack as a close friend, but that clouds your judgment. Don't make this personal.
It's not.
Then don't forget why we're here tonight.
It's not Paul Serene
After what
lies.
happened, our people need reassurance that we're in control. You're the man who could win them over. Let me handle Joyce, so you can concentrate on
God,
your
I'm also
speech.
excited to see what
I
happens
know
when Paul
what's at
Serene
stake
doesn't go full paranoia.
Yeah, that's interesting. I wonder if that's going to happen regardless, or if it will be different when he's not like.
Yeah.
Because like. I'm wondering what contributes to the paranoia,
And
right?
here you are.
Yeah.
Whether it's like him
I had to
having
see
to
the
sit on
lifestyles
top of
the sick and
everything,
traitorous up
but
close
like
and personal.
Yeah.
And it was such a nice invitation.
here, he's gonna have
You
less
are deep
control
with this
inherently, just because of Amy, like starting with Amy.
Yeah.
I could still try to reach Jack and make him see reason. Or I could let Hatch
He's just
deal
trying
with
to
him so
whisper
nothing
sweet
would
nothings to your
distract me
ears,
from
but
leading
appreciate
Monarch.
the seduction. Listen, ow! Hatch does not seduce without ulterior motives, okay? I don't trust
That's
that shit.
absolutely true. Okay, so we did personal last time, so it's.
I believe
Business now.
that with
Interesting.
comes miscalculation, and as you and I are well aware, Mr. Joyce, with
Oh
miscalculation.
yeah, because this is the one where like Paul assumes that Hatch is just gonna kill Joyce.
Yeah.
With you, Mr. Joyce.
But my old friend would be a lost cause. Dead and buried, along with the rest of my past. Tonight is a celebration in face
And then
of
Serene
darkness.
does
Tonight we
the
celebrate
and then Serene
because
does the
I promise to
speech
you
instead of-
Yeah,
that we are
Serene
prepared.
does
Monarch
the
would grow
speech.
stronger with my presence.
Which there might
The
not
plan
be the
would go
fake
forward
assassination
as
attempt as
intended.
a
Right.
result.
Well, because I think it was always planned, because, like, based on the fact that there's video recording of Hatch giving the
Sure.
speech and getting fake shot,
Yeah.
that makes me feel like it was always the plan for Hatch to do the speech. Because remember, nobody knows who the CEO of Monarch is, and Hatch is, like, the
True.
personal face of Monarch. So
Very
this
true.
would be the first time Serene speaks, like, publicly in front of people.
Yeah. That's gonna change a lot. That's gonna be interesting.
We didn't come this far to get derailed now. You talk to him, find out what he knows.
Yeah, because in the first run through,
They're all heart money bags. I know you want to make this all about you and me, Jack.
I kind of
But that's far
inadvertently
away in the past
focused
now.
on Paul
I have a
attempting to
speech
keep
to
his,
prepare
like,
for.
social, like the people around him around.
Yeah.
Like, trying to reach Jack, trying to...
Yeah. To trust Sophia.
Yeah, trying to trust Sophia. Hatch, his right-hand man, getting implicated.
And I've escaped it all the way to 1999.
But this time around, it will be Serene focusing almost entirely on just, like, single-minded,
The
like, we
land
have to do the lifeboat.
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting.
So
they
I
did
would
a great
assume...
job at making the different timelines feel very different.
Yeah.
Oh, 47%. That's way closer than the other
Yeah,
one.
this one was a bit more, like, split. Alright, everyone, we're watching TV.
We're watching TV.
Monarch has been preparing for it. There's this thing. It's called a lifeboat protocol, and it can save us, at least some of us.
You've been the face of Monarch for all these years, Martin. But let's get clear on something. This is still my ship.
You're not
It's interesting how Beth/Jesse
We were all together.
looks like way more pissed in the video game than she does in the series.
Yeah.
Like in the video game, she looks pissed off all the time.
Communication with Jack Joyce's transpo.
Which I guess might be because she interacts with Jack.
Right now.
Liam, this isn't what it looks like. No. No! He's gone.
We need all points converge on Liam Burke. He's armed and dangerous.
Okay, so I'm wondering how the show, like, what the differences in the show are going to be this time around. Because,
Yeah.
like, the decision I feel like that you make here doesn't...
It changed a lot for Liam.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it would change a lot in the show?
Yeah.
In, like, episode 2, so I guess we're gonna see.
I felt like even episode 1 didn't change much.
No, I
honestly.
don't... I'm not sure how much the show is going to change, but I'm going to assume that the changes become bigger as, like, you go
Afterwards,
through. Because you start getting choices like, letting Liam into the lifeboat, which I feel like
Yeah.
significantly changes the course of the show itself.
Yeah.
Whereas...
Oh, Sophia.
She's doing her
You really
best.
tried your fucking best. Yeah.
Whereas, cause like, when it starts out, the show and like, everyone else and Jack are, like, on fairly different tracks, so they're not really engaging with each other very much. But by the end of it, you have, like,
I've been running tests on the temporal anomaly.
Charlie interacting directly with Jack, and you have Liam, who I assume there's a really big difference between letting Liam into the lifeboat to fight, like telling Liam he can go onto the lifeboat if he kills Jack Joyce, versus Liam siding with Charlie.
Sophia.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like if Liam is fighting Jack, then he's not hanging out with Charlie and Fiona.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like, that's him pretty explicitly siding with Monarch.
Yeah.
So I'm going to assume this episode is going to be mostly the same, because I don't see any reason for it not to be.
Yeah.
But I think the third episode is probably going to have like a little, is going to be some different, because Charlie is like directly involved in the choice that you make in the third one.
True.
And then the fourth one, the choice you make directly involves Liam.
Yeah.
And then the last one is like
just gonna leave me hanging.
A fucking disaster. Like coming together all around.
Okay.
I helped catch a traitor today.
Traitor? Was that what all that commotion was about?
Yep. That was me.
Who was it?
I mean,
Who was it?
Who's the... Who was it?
Yeah.
I can't,
What?
I am not at liberty to discuss this.
Well, you just brought it up. It's like...
Oh yeah, and then, Hatch may not threaten the lady. Maybe?
What?
Maybe?
Oh yeah,
Gonna have
maybe.
to leave you hanging on that one.
Oh, since Hatch... Right, Hatch won't be here.
I just thought maybe you'd want
He won't be here because also Serene will not trust Sophia that time,
you
right?
hang in here.
Right.
So that's probably gonna change
Go
too.
mingle.
Hatch won't be here.
Okay.
And Serene will be the one at the podium.
Yeah.
And the fake assassination attempt won't go off.
Yeah.
I forgot about that scene where
Yeah.
Sophia and Hatch kind of like have a little argument.
Yeah, they confront each other. Yeah. Oh yeah, right. They put those two in the same car.
So.
Thanks for the gun.
Thanks for the gun. Liam was like, shut the fuck up. Liam is questioning every life choice he's ever made right now.
Yeah.
Dr. Emerald?
Oh, wait, I guess no. I guess this happens
okay, so this
before
happens-
everything else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, right, because Jack is in transit, so he's not being
Yeah.
spoken to right now.
Is that so?
I think we're in trouble, and he doesn't see it. He refuses to.
I can't imagine why.
I know you and I haven't always seen eye to eye, but I know you care about Monarch. You care about what happens. And if we are reaching zero state, something has to be done.
And what is it we could do?
You know what we could do.
Truth is, Sophia, it's not really a matter of whether or not Paul will listen to me. It's that I won't listen to you. I find your approach to matters rather counterproductive. Filling Paul's head with your constant alarms, distracting him with petty doomsday scenarios. I mean, if I'm being honest, I rue the day he gave you a modicum of function in this company. Because you said,
Yeah. So I guess this is just the same.
care
Yeah.
about Monarch.
What is it that you're so threatened by, Martin?
Do I look threatened to you?
Oh, okay, he's here now.
Oh.
I don't think he
That's
was
different.
here. He was
Yeah.
here.
No. We
What's
didn't
going
see
on?
we didn't see the rest of
Nothing.
that scene.
We were just having a
So
little
the scene continues. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Okay.
You should prepare for your speech. Enjoy the evening, Doctor.
Interesting. So that's how they did it. They like continued scenes and then cut them to okay.
Yeah.
I see. Oh yeah, that.
Oh yeah, this part.
Hey, you're Crocker, right? Hey, Crocker. Crocker! I really need to take a shit. Fuck, come on, Crocker. Crocker! Come on, Crocker!
Come on, Crocker!
Annoying as shit.
Oh my god.
Over there.
Where?
The woman with the necklace. My money is on that.
It's a pretty good choice, but I'm gonna have to go with Ryan Gosling down there talking with George Clooney. Wearing his nice cufflinks, chatting about stocks.
Richard, where the hell have you been?
Didn't have my invitation.
Oh my god, you're always losing things.
I'm not losing anything.
Drama.
Yeah.
Wow.
She's going for it. Bam. Told ya.
Oh. Why am I losing
You owe me
so
a sword.
bad?
I don't think I can
Drink.
I don't think I
No,
can.
rules are rules.
Rules are rules.
Rules are fucking rules. You owe me another sword.
Alright.
Okay.
I'm doing it. I actually hate all this.
You can do it, my man.
Thanks for the encouragement.
Nicely done.
Thank you. Just wish I wasn't losing so bad.
Do you want to go for a walk?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, lady. I'm taking mine too.
Crocker. Hey, buddy. Crocker.
Burke!
Crocker. Hey, buddy. Hey. Burke. Listen, if I have to come in there, you're gonna fucking regret it. Listen, this is just a big misfucking understanding. I'm gonna be out tomorrow. I will put in a good word for you. I will help you climb this ladder. All I'm asking is please let me take a fucking shit. Go to the back wall. Fuck, thank you, man. Thank you so much.
I've just been repeating that man's name for like.
Yep.
It's
Oh
been
yeah.
like a solid 20 minutes.
I mean, that's how you make people
Shut
go
up.
insane.
Back up slowly. Yeah.
If you're really, really ridiculously annoying, regardless of what they'll do, it will be something stupid.
Yeah.
Getting on people's nerves is an art.
So you don't mind that we left, do you?
I mean, I wasn't really excited about going in the first place.
Okay, why'd you go?
I think because somebody twisted my arm.
What the fuck is that?
Kind of looks like a dinosaur wearing a helmet.
Oh, that's where it ended up.
That's exactly what it looks
Oh.
like.
That thing just like
Where are we?
vanishes when you
Are we
engage
even
with
allowed
it.
to be out here?
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right.
So what would you have been doing tonight if we didn't go?
What, if I hadn't gone to the party with you?
Yeah.
Well, I would have canceled all my other really important plans.
Ah.
And I would have gone back to work.
I think maybe you work a little too much.
Yes. But
Against it?
well, no, I mean, it doesn't feel like work. You know, I like being wired in.
Yeah.
Makes me feel connected. You work all the time. In fact, you're there most of the time I'm there. So, do you think you work too much?
Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, no. I guess, yeah. I love work.
Hold it right there!
Shit!
You little fuck. Hey, what? All you had to do
Yep.
was let me in that perimeter lab.
You turned on Monarch.
What was I supposed to do? You have no idea what's going on, do you? I need to get in that lab. There's something in there that I need.
The lifeboat protocol. You work with Beth Wilder. I've seen you before.
You know her?
She's the reason I'm here.
Is that gun still necessary?
Yes.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Charlie, people now know that you're a little shit stain, so...
Yeah.
Which, honestly, when you're not, like, big and imposing, that's kind of the only way you gotta be if you're gonna fucking survive situations like this.
Oh, right. I got it, guys. I got it. Oh, I guess you guys can't do this. It's a special talent I have. Glad it's so celebrated. You're welcome.
Is this it?
I don't think we ever learn how Fiona gets involved in all of this. She's just like is.
She's just like is. Well, she works with Beth, so...
Yeah, she works with Beth, but like,
yeah.
how did she get involved with Beth?
What is that?
I don't know. I guess Beth just, gets contact at some point. Yeah.
Considering Beth's whole deal is like, nobody should ever know you ever
Exist, yeah. Well, I guess, again, it's the fucking loop, right? If she already knows that Fiona is gonna be part of it, then she knows she can trust Fiona. Hi, Kim.
Hi, Kim.
Having a bad time in there. What are you gonna do? Fucking let him out?
I would.
Grown undisrupted life form. Extremely hostile. Only ever heard of him.
Life form.
It's Dr. Kim.
It's really unfortunate.
Sorry, Kim.
Sorry, Kim.
Oh. It's gonna be with Hatch and so.
New stuff, new stuff.
Do you know who I am? Martin Hatch, Paul's other half.
What the hell's that supposed to mean?
I see the monarch's well-being. Oftentimes, the matters Paul may find arbitrary.
So you're his assistant?
A little more complex than that.
It doesn't sound like it.
Now, I can sit here and offer you my condolences for your brother, and, well, you can tell me to fuck off. I could tell you Paul doesn't want you to suffer the same fate, and you could tell me to fuck off. Or, I could point out that there's a difference between Paul and myself. You see, Paul, he still has such hope for the world, whereas I lean towards a more realistic approach. Trouble is, I believe that with hope comes miscalculation, and as you and I are well aware, Mr. Joyce, with miscalculation can often come catastrophe. Paul's a very dangerous man, practically a zealot. And things will only get worse if he continues unchecked. And that leaves me
I mean, that's kind of true.
with you, Mr. Jones. Maybe you and I can find some
yeah. That makes
common
sense.
ground.
That's a nice little twist because I was certain he was gonna try to kill him.
Yeah! He's like, what the fuck?
What?
Like, it makes
literally-
sense. Because Hatch
Yeah.
wants everything to go wrong.
He was my mentor.
Yeah, he wants to destabilize
from,
Monarch.
college and then here to Monarch. I was in a bad place.
Oh,
and he kinda
that's
turned me around.
how.
Right, because she was attached to Dr. Kim.
That's how.
So she has, like, a connection.
It's ghost files. Remnant of mass deletion. Somebody was here. We got Cronin Field Regulator.
Wait, hold on. Holy shit, this is Dr. Amaril's report.
What is it?
The stutters, they're increasing in frequency.
What's a stutter?
The more frequent the stutters,
That
the
didn't-
more
that's
indicative
not what
of a
he asked.
fracture.
Okay, and what's a fracture?
Of time. Zero state, it stops, and it doesn't start back up.
And the lifeboat protocol could save us.
I have no idea. But the Chronon field regulator, it is the core of Monarch's time tech. Everything is based upon it. And it has something to do with the lifeboat.
We have to go.
Wait.
No,
Here comes the suits.
This way! Sure. No, don't. You'll end up like her.
Fiona!
The lab is stutter-proof. Stay here.
Stutter, where are you going?
I like that Liam knows, like, literally just enough. Like, that's the point. That was the
Yeah.
issue. Is that he knew enough to know that something was terribly wrong, but they weren't. But then they just, like, booted.
Yeah.
They weren't, like, doing anything with him.
Yeah.
So he knows
Which is exactly
just
what
enough to be
Hatch
like,
wanted.
yeah. He knows exactly just enough to be like, oh shit, we're fucked.
Yeah. It's like the how to put this, the psychological analysis of Liam Berg gets so recontextualized once you know that Hatch is like actually sabotaging everything.
Like, Hatch wants Liam to be a fucking maniac.
Absolutely.
Put one of those on.
That couldn't have been regular glass.
No.
Liam just, like, threw himself through, like, tempered glass or something.
Yep. Here's Charlie becoming a little shit.
There he goes.
Again, honestly, more than fair.
Yeah.
From his point of view.
Yeah, no, because Charlie is probably thinking, oh, I'll just leave you here because if I stay here, you're gonna murder me.
You're gonna fucking kill me. Yeah, exactly.
You want me dead. So I'm going to leave you in the Stutter House.
Yep. Interesting.
Yeah, interesting. My controller disconnected while didn't disconnect. It went to sleep. Because it wasn't doing anything. There you go.
Let us watch TV, controller. God.
The controller was like, I see we're watching TV.
Security was tight at the Monarch Gala. You took quite a risk walking into the Lion's Den.
If we were gonna kidnap Dr. Amaral, then we needed to do it from the inside.
Beth Wilder. You were quick to trust her.
We had common interests.
Is that all you had?
That's all we needed. Thanks for showing up.
Here, I thought this was gonna be a rescue. Right, there's a story here.
You know a guy called Hatch?
Oh, this is different now.
Serene's right-hand man.
He was here. He gave me this big speech about how he wants to take down Paul.
I hope you said no.
I didn't trust him for a second. He set me loose anyways, told me to wait for an opening.
I just gave you one.
Appreciate it.
She's like, whatever.
What's it look like out there?
Okay.
I think you're secure. Everyone's concentrating on the party. So far, your crazy plan's working.
And Dr. Amaral?
I don't have a fix on her.
Again, in the
She's either at the party or at her office at the R&D facility here on.
in the Tim Breaker DLC, they make such a big deal of like the romance between Jesse and Tim, I guess, that I was expecting it to be a thing in this game. It really isn't.
To be like more prominent, but it mostly just seems to be Jack trauma bonding at her. Is like most of it.
Much. Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, so I missed actually quite a bit in this one, I think, and I'm not sure. I missed so much of it that I'm not entirely sure how much of this is because of the time difference and how much
the
is
timeline,
just missing stuff. Let me see for this. Oh, I missed a ripple. Okay. And then so there's two. This is a pretty short chapter. But I think I remember that being the case anyway.
Milieu says maybe the romance was the thing for like Quantum Break 2 hypothetical. Maybe.
Maybe. Well, I mean, I think so. That seems like it would have likely have been the case to to like drive the characters a bit more.
Yeah. I mean, I guess at the end of this, he literally whispers in her ear that he'll come back for her.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So it might be that's where that becomes a thing.
Like that, I feel like that was definitely something they planned to come back to.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like part 4 might not really have a whole lot as far as like diverging goes.
I guess it's mostly big shootout, so.
Yeah, because part 4 is a lot of just like running. Like there's one chunk here where there's a lot. Beth's plan, Hatch. There's like one big chunk right here where I think I just like missed a large patch, but I'm not sure what the difference is here between the two, so I'm not quite sure what I would have missed. And then part 4.
Control 2, Tim Breaker, Jesse, Faden, Romance, Wen/J. I mean, why not?
I mean, honestly, who can say?
Who can say?
Nothing. And then I didn't find anything.
We already had the theory that Tim Breaker might be like on Dylan's side of things. So.
I think Tim Breaker might be, because I get the feeling my like tinfoil hat theory for Control 2 is that Dylan is going to be astral projecting and maybe have something to do with visiting different worlds via the projector.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, then there's a very real possibility he will like run into Tim, whose deal appears to be astral projecting and like existing in places he should not be.
In any case, we're pretty convinced that Tim Breaker, regardless of how, will end up with the FBC somehow.
Oh yeah, he's definitely going to be recurring. I do not believe that we have seen the last of Tim Breaker. He's definitely coming back.
Yeah. And it's also, the thing is, right, is that this was like a DLC and a somewhat unserious one, right? So who fucking knows what's canon and what isn't in there, right?
Yeah.
And what they'll focus on in the actual games.
Yeah, that is one thing with the Timebreaker, with that specific, the Night Springs DLC. It was like, if you compare it to the other ones, like the Rose's one and Jesse's one, they weren't 100% divorced from the game, but they were like silly and non-canon.
Yeah.
But they did parallel the actual events of what happened, in a way.
Mm-hmm.
So I can only assume that that is the pattern. And that the Timebreaker DLC is silly and non-canon, but the, like, broad strokes of it hold some weight.
Yeah.
And now that we've gone through and we know the lore of Quantum Break, they do line up.
They do.
Because it's like shifter shit. With,
it's shifter shit.
Trying to kill every, like, he can only ever be rid of Jack if he kills every instance of Jack.
Yeah. Yeah.
So our Tim Breaker and Alan Wake is one of the infinite instances of Jack that Door has to get rid of if he ever wants to be free of this feral twunk.
It is an interesting thing because it does feel like the whole multiple timelines leading to parallel universe thing was a part of the idea from the start, because the shifters are a part of the idea from the start.
Because that's what they are.
Yeah, and it's like we know how the loop works. We know that as long as you witnessed it, you can't you can't change it and stuff. But the shifters feel like they can break that to a degree, because they literally are the proof that there is an existence of multiple possibilities.
Yeah.
Right? So
I think what we have as far as the broader Remedyverse, if we kind of take into consideration that Quantum Break exists but is no longer canon, I think what they did is they dropped the time travel aspect of it and are keeping expressly the multiple instances part of it. So we've dropped time travel and like the timelines, and have just gone full comic book multiverse instead,
which is fair.
And like basically the same thing, kind of. So they kind of get what they wanted, but it's like distinct enough that if they were to get Quantum Break back, it
might change,
disrupt anything too much.
Because
they're still it's still like the same idea. But if they don't get Quantum Break back, they can still do whatever they wanted with it, because like, what are you gonna do? Tell them they can't have Tim Breaker?
Yeah, exactly. And honestly, I'm kind of like fine with that, because this specific story, like, the writing loops in on itself so well.
Yeah, this is definitely fine.
I'm good as this staying this.
Yeah,
honestly.
Like if they had if they hadn't gotten caught up early on with like being, because like Remedy used to be a studio that other studios hired to make stuff for them, which is why a lot of their like Quantum Break and Max Payne and that one racing game that they briefly mention in Alan Wake 2 are all in like IP hell, because they were developed in conjunction with other studios that were like using them as a third party. But now they're not doing that anymore. So it makes sense that this has happened to them, but they seem to be like they've seen some success. Like who is it who has Max Payne? Rockstar.
Yeah.
I think Rockstar is still holding on to Max Payne, but they have agreed to basically like let Remedy have it.
Do what they want with it.
Yeah, like that they're like working with Remedy to be like, we can still do Max Payne. Like we're not giving up Max Payne completely, but do what
but
you
we
will.
won't stop you from like work. We will accept working with you on this.
Yeah, like it's essentially like a collaborative thing, right? The Max Payne remakes are a collaborative thing where it seems like Rockstar has basically given Remedy the key to the Max Payne car, where it's like, this is still our car, but you can fucking whatever, do donuts in the driveway.
Which makes sense why it would change now, because it's probably only possible because Remedy is successful, therefore Microsoft, Rockstar is like, yeah, okay, maybe you can do something with this, right?
Where, as far as I can tell, with Quantum Break, Microsoft is doing that thing where they're like, we have absolutely no intention of doing anything with this IP, but we're just gonna sit on it.
Yep, pretty much. As always.
But I do know that Remedy is actively being like, give us our thing. If you're not gonna use it, give it back.
Give back. Give back. You're literally doing nothing with it.
I know they are talking to Microsoft about it.
Yeah.
But I'm interested to see where it goes, because they obviously haven't dropped it completely, because Tim Breaker is going to continue to show up.
Absolutely.
Tim Breaker obviously has stuff going on. We've definitely not seen the last of him. The DLC, the Night Springs DLC, while not canon, definitely did give us real information as far as like the universe goes.
Yeah.
I am bummed that we didn't get that Max Payne DLC, but I understand why they didn't give us the Max Payne episode of the Night Springs DLC, considering they turned it into a memorial for the guy, which is the better option. Like, I'm not gonna say that they shouldn't have done that, but I would really have liked to see what that episode of Night Springs was supposed to be.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I'm curious enough. I would like to see at least the outline. I'm not asking for them to give it to us, because they turned it into a memorial for their guy, and it should be that.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be upset if they released, like, the outline, or like, the plan, or, like, talked about what it was gonna be, or, like, showed us maybe cutscenes or something from it. Like, I do not believe that there's no concept work for it. And I would really like to see the concept work for it.
Yeah, I feel that.
But who knows? Maybe there's, like, maybe they'll do what they did with Control, because I have the, like, big, fancy Control concept art book.
Oh, nice.
And if
Very
they have
nice.
one for Alan Wake 2, I'll get that. Maybe it's in there. The Tim Waker will continue to terrorize Dora. He definitely will. I don't think Dora will ever be free of this man.
No, I don't think so. He's working very hard to be free of this man, but it's not working.
Oh, that would be really funny. Amelia is correct. It would be really funny if we're correct and Tim Breaker is going to be active on Dylan's side, then it will be Jack and Nick back at it again.
Oh my god, you're right. That's funny. That's actually very funny. Imagine if they reversed the roles. Because, like, Tim Breaker is kind of more of the funny guy, right, compared to Jack. And, like, Dylan is way more the feral weirdo compared to Nick. So it would be very funny if they did it straight up, okay, we're going to do the same dynamic, but reversed.
But reversed, yeah. I think that would be fun.
Funny.
Because Tim Breaker, he's not necessarily, like, a comic relief guy exactly, but he is very, like... His energy does not match what's happening.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
The energy he's bringing to the studio is not appropriate for what is actually happening around him.
For sure.
Which could be very funny, and I really want to see who Dylan is as a guy.
Yeah.
Because we've
like, Tim
never
Breaker
met
has
Dylan.
that. Tim Ricker has that fish out of water humor to
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
Right? Of,
Like it's very dry
Mm-hmm.
compared to the fact that he's like in biblical hell. He's like standing in biblical hell and is like it's just fine, I guess.
It's like, oh wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, he's really optimistic. He's surprisingly optimistic for what's happening to him. And I think part of his optimism comes from the fact that it's not new. Because what I now think might be the case with Quantum Break plus Tim Breaker plus the Night Springs DLC is he talks about how he astral projects. I think he's just like experiencing the other selves.
Yeah, that would make sense.
I think that might be what he's doing. Like, I think he might just be essentially a shifter. Just like
shifter shit, but like only when he sleeps. Yeah, absolutely.
Because we don't know what the current state of that looks like anymore. Like, within Control and Alan Wake. We don't know what, like, being a shifter is anymore.
Yeah.
But it is following the same rule of, like, you have to kill you have to kill all of them. Except now, instead of it being like, you have to kill this one fucking guy over and over and over again before it finally stops trying to murder you, it's Door has to go through all of the timelines, every possible instance of reality, and find fucking Jack Joyce and murder him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Could Jim be
and
like
he doesn't
he
just
100%
murder him
is.
too. He fucking turns him into like a minion of some sort.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
Yeah, because the ones that come after you are him in other
They're just
the other hymns. Could it be? Could Tim be like a para-utilitarian? He 100% is. I think just by like the rules of the universe, he is.
Mm-hmm.
He just we just no one has met him, so nobody knows.
Mm-hmm. Maybe instead of being a shifter, he's just a para-utilitarian. I'm starting to think that those are very similar.
Yeah. Instead of being... Yeah, I think... Because, like, Alan is a para-utilitarian, we know that. Saga 100% is. Tim is. He is. He absolutely is. I think if he were to come in contact with the FBC, they would be like, yeah, you're a para-utilitarian. Like, no questions asked. I don't really think they would make a distinction. They would just be like, yeah, weird shit, para-utilitarian.
Exactly.
I'm interested to see what happens to Casey going forward, because I just, like, do not think he's unscathed. I don't think he's a normal man.
No, I don't think so either.
I don't think he's been normaled.
Mm-mm.
And I'm interested to see if the Max Payne remakes are going to be connected to the rest of Remedy, or if they're going to just be their own deal, or, like, what's going to be going on with that.
Yep.
Because it is being made in conjunction with Rockstar, but it is also, like, Remedy seems to have complete creative control over it.
Mm-hmm.
Also, we got... I have to look it up, because I don't remember what it is, but we got a release date for Firebreak.
Oh my god. I missed that. Goodness.
I forgot what it is, so I have to look at it again. But we did get a release date for Firebreak.
My goodness.
Firebreak. June 17th.
Oh wow.
Oh, that releases on my vacation week.
Nice.
Because my vacation is the week of the 15th.
Lovely.
This week.
Damn. It's next month, right? Yeah, we're in May now.
That man hasn't been capable of Bumble since well after the divorce, let alone since well before the divorce, let alone after it. I just need... I'm sure acquiring a third person will not be difficult.
Yeah.
We've got enough people we can drag into this.
Figure it out.
Yeah. It's gonna be great. We're gonna run through the first campaign.
Mm-hmm.
I'm interested to see how big they are, like how big each mission is, because it does kind of look like each mission is like a full chunk of content. Seems to be the goal, because they're not doing like a big live service thing. It doesn't seem like. It seems like they're doing like content releases.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming, but I don't know how big each mission is.
Mm-hmm. Who knows?
So I guess we're gonna find out, because it makes me think of GTFO, which is more like objectives and like it's a bit more involved.
Mm-hmm.
But they're also still just like quick stages. Like each one should probably take like what 10 minutes to half an hour for GTFO.
Yeah.
But I feel like the missions in Firebreak feel a little bigger than that, so I'm not quite sure. But they've also said that they want Firebreak to be a game that you can play casually. Like they're not going to demand like a huge amount of dedication from their player base, because they've said that they want people who have like a job and like a family and obligations to still be able to like sit down and get the full experience of the game. So I don't think it's going to be anything that they like demand you log on every day or whatever. And it looks like
God no.
Like it doesn't look like it doesn't look like it's like live service. It just seems like it's content releases.
Yeah.
They said there's a lot of variability. Lower difficulty will be fast, but it gets longer and more complex. Yeah, that's what I thought. Because it seems like the missions are big. Like each thing is like a content chunk instead of it being like you run through it for like 10 minutes to get stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see. I guess we'll find out on the 17th what Firebreak means.
Yeah. They're definitely going for a weird fucking format. So
yeah, no, it's interesting. Because I'm thinking about other kind of like multiplayer games in that kind of family of games, and I'm thinking of like GTFO or like the Poppy Playtime one, right?
Yeah.
Something like that, where it's
something like that, but you don't pay full price every time something comes out.
But I guess we're gonna find out. We're gonna see, because it seems like it's in line with that kind of game, but it also seems like it's a little different.
Yeah.
So curious.
I would not be surprised if you like could essentially like pay less but pay every time something comes out, or pay full price since the beginning and then you just get the thing.
Yeah, like a season, not even like a season pass, but like just like depending on how much content you want. And then there's like the question of progression.
Yeah.
Like character progression in a game like that. Like do we bother with it? Are there like unlockables? Question mark. That's something they just like haven't talked about at all.
Yeah.
That's like a whole side of the game, is like what happens when you complete the mission. What is the like gameplay loop of the game? That's we have like no information on that. We just know what like a mission looks like. We know that there's stuff in there that like there's like interactable stuff in the environment that like you can activate, that takes some work to activate, but once it's activated it makes your life easier later. Like they've got that kind of stuff. And like mechanical hazards. Like one of their videos mentioned there's a shower that like it's hard, like you have to put it together, and it's a pain in the ass to put together, but once you get it together it works, and it like washes off debuffs and stuff, and it's like a thing you can use.
Yeah, no, I wonder. It's like so weird. Like it feels like there's some weird, like almost base building element. I don't know. I just don't know.
Yeah.
Everything I hear about Firebreak just makes it like a weird junction of like multiple things, but it's like not quite. We put every genre in here.
Yeah,
It's more like
well,
we took elements of a lot of stuff.
We've also only gotten very limited information.
Very true.
I think they said all the missions would be free. I'm pretty sure they did say that. You just buy the game and then you get free content updates.
That is very fair and good.
Which I'm wondering if they have a plan for monetization after that, because if it's something they intend to keep working on, like it would kind of not make sense for them to not plan to monetize it like further, unless they just do what everyone is always asking for, which is like, if you're gonna do like monetization like that, just give us cosmetics we can buy, because that works.
Pretty much, yeah. That works, yeah. And honestly, I'm never like against that. It's cosmetics. You don't need it.
Yeah, you don't need it, and if it's something that's like, because like there are some like mobile games there that I play, I like never spend money on mobile games, except every once in a while I'll be like, well, I play this game all the time and I like it, so I'll like buy a $2 pack of something, right? So, like, if I really like Firebreak and I'm playing it a lot, then, like, why not spend a couple bucks on a cosmetic to support the developers, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I would buy cosmetics to support Remedy.
Yeah,
for
oh,
sure.
100%. I'll buy cosmetics to support Remedy. Most of the, there's gonna be a resource hidden in levels you use to buy stuff, and I'm assuming, like, Helldivers, most stuff is cosmetic. But they will have a perk-style unlockables as well. Question mark? Oh, Helldivers is another... I always forget that about Helldiver. I'm not gonna lie.
Helldivers exists, yeah.
They described the Helldiver-style passes added ever so often with bigger content drops, free and maybe paid passes. I'm assuming... What I would assume if they did paid passes, because they've already said that they want the content drops.
Yeah.
Because they've already said that the content drops are going to be free. You just buy the game and then you get the content free for that. If they do paid passes, it would probably be like... I would assume, like, you can get... If you buy a paid pass, then you get all of the, like, silly cosmetics and, like, maybe, like... I don't know if they would do, like paywalled special weapons, but probably not. Or, like, if they are, they're just, like probably skins.
Yeah.
You can do the paid pass to get skins. Because the content drops are free, so the paid passes would have to be something extra? Aside from just, like, you are choosing to pay for something you don't have to pay for.
Yeah.
Lots of questions, but we're gonna find out next month, so...
Gadetsai says they live streamed the devs playing through Paper Chase as a part of announcing the release date and went through some mechanic stuff.
I'm excited.
It is exciting.
I am excited for Firebreak. We're gonna Firebreak. Oh, there's also... There was another one. What was that other one? The Outlast Trials, I guess.
That's been happening for a while, right? Or was it just like a
I think it's still. I think it's still going. I lost track of Outlast Trials. I just know that it's like it is a longer playthrough. It is like because each stage is like a whole ass thing. Like that is not quick runs. The Outlast Trials. Okay. All right, kids. We've rambled about Remedy. We've done a couple chapters of the second playthrough. I think we're gonna call it here, and then next time we'll... I don't know, there's probably like 1 or 2 of this left? Question mark?
Big question mark.
Not sure. I'm not sure how long it will take. I'm going to... We'll see. We'll see. But until then, thanks for hanging out while we did the Quantum Break.
Thanks for watching.
We'll see you next week, where we'll ramble about Remedy some more. Bye!